Hey everybody, this is Christine Bertram, and I am coming to you live from Diane's house tonight. Thank you so much. We had to make some finagling work to make this happen, you guys. I was not about ready to miss another class due to internet, and so I'm not quite sure how this is gonna work, but you guys are always so patient and awesome. And I figured I have 3 lives in my head that need to get made up from last week, and they're all gonna get done this week, be it from here or wherever I need to be. So I have quite the internet stories, you guys. So let's just see here. If this is uploading successfully, Diane did a little Ookla speed test, and her uploading was at like a 9 or an 8 or a 10 something. It was good. And I thought, okay, well, that number's good. So let's make sure it's not buffering. Another class due to internet. It's up. You guys can see it. It's not buffering. Yay. Okay. So, it has been a whirlwind since last week, Thursday. So it's crazy, you guys. I'll talk about it here. I'm just going to make sure that I like. So I hit the thumbs up, so I liked it. I'm going to say hi to a few people that are already here. You guys, the background looks completely different. If you're interested in some Kona coffee, which is pretty amazing coffee from Hawaii, this will spark your interest in it. So it was awesome going to Hawaii, you guys. And that's exactly when I saw them, like, oh, yay. All right. So hi, Cindy Runtree from Southern Virginia. Hi, Francis Rodriguez. Hi, Dawn Ablett and Mary Lemke and Mary Carls from snowy Wisconsin. So just as I was ready to pack up all my stuff and bring it over here is when it started to snow. And so I backed right up to Diane's garage and she helped me carry it in, and hopefully none of it got wet. I don't think it did. Hi, Judy Sharp. Who is going to the Leapers Retreat this weekend? So, Mary Lemke, that is an amazing question. We have 11 amazing people going to the retreat, and I will read them off to you. And then if anybody else is watching, you guys can chitty chat with each other. April Anderson, Tracy Saylor, Judy Immel, Chris Duderenke, Diane Bogenhagen, Jill Betzine, you are Mary, Sue Wagner and her daughter-in-law Sarah, Sharon Peralez, and Christina Heiser. So you guys, we have 11 people that are coming over starting Friday night, and they're going to be spending the weekend with me between Saturday and Sunday. They all have a spot and like a dedicated space where they can sit and work, and it's going to be awesome. So yay. All right. Hi, Becky Rohrer. Hi, Bonnie Kevin. Hi, Shirley Malarkey. Hi, Mitzi Stanley. There's Sherry Everett. Hi, Ann Bellinger and Karen Forward. Hi, Deb Norman. Oh, yes, Deb, I was thinking of you while I was running my Ookla tests because Ed was trying to help me figure that out too. So, you guys, I learned a little bit about the speed tests this past week. I am buffering every now and then, so I hope it's going to be okay. Hi, Betty Pyle. Hi, Randy Schultz. Hi, Penny Powell. Hi, Susan Bellamy. Hi, Donna Grushki. Hi, Susie Stocks. All right, you guys. There's Jennifer Jones. Hi, Nicole Herrick. Nicole, I'm thinking you made it back home okay, hopefully. Hi, Sherry Martin. Hi, Diane Bogenhagen, who's just upstairs. Oh, hi, Deborah Mackey. Oh, gosh. It is buffering a little bit. I do see that. Not too bad, though. Hi, Jean Terwilliger. What's happening, you guys, is the general consensus. Hi, Brenda Lovelace. Hi, Linda Hall. The general consensus with the buffering is that when people watch the replay, it's not buffering during the replay. What I have to do and make sure I do when I end this video is I have to let it finish processing. And then once it's done processing, it should all be there in YouTube. So, hi, Catherine Healy. Hi, Debbie Schultz. What I'm going to tell everybody is if the buffering is too bad and you do not like it, then what you can do is hold tight and watch the replay. I don't want anybody to be like, oh my gosh, this is a pain watching this with buffering. If you are watching with me on Thursday night, it wouldn't even do anything. It would like say like a half of a second, like a sentence, like not even a second, like a half of a word it would let me say. But I'm not too far. I'm watching it maybe every 30 seconds to a minute, it does like a little spin, but then it keeps going. So just know you guys are going to be quite a bit behind me potentially, because as I keep going, it's going to keep buffering. Now, if I see that it completely stalls out or something, we'll figure it out as we go. But you guys, hi Stacy Burns, you got your package today. Yay, awesome. So we have the Queen Bee ink, paper, scissors for you guys today. I'm getting my phone set up here. This was the class that was supposed to be last week, Thursday night. And, oh, you made it back home. Great, Nicole. This was supposed to be last Thursday. We still have the Memories and More class to make up as well, which is going to be next Friday. And we have the wreath. You guys, this wreath kit class, if I'm going to put the camera down, you're going to see that the lighting is awesome here. This kit, I still have this on the docket. I might do this tomorrow, or I might save it for Wednesday or Thursday. I guess at the moment, my internet, the downloading is still great. I shouldn't even say great. It's fine. It's the uploading. So you guys, there's two things that happen. When you extract things off the internet, it's called downloading. And when you put things on the internet, it's called uploading. They're two different processes. And what's happening is I can download things, no problem. I have my emails working. I can create my classes. I can go onto Facebook and do whatever I need to do. But when I put a video like this on the internet is where my internet at home is not working. Like the uploading is at a less than a 1 and it should be at a 10. So Dawn received her happy mail, yay. So that's where I have an issue is my uploading, and the technician from Spectrum came over on Saturday, you guys, from 5 to 6. He worked on it. He changed the little box that comes into my house, and we did some tests, and it's like, it was too good to be true. And I had this feeling that it was going to be, good. And then all of a sudden I went to do this wreath class with you guys last night and it didn't work. It didn't work again. And so I deleted that video, you guys, because it wasn't going so good. So I have my electrician who helped me with my whole entire project 2 years ago. Him and his assistant guy are coming out and they're going to do some troubleshooting with me on Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. So we're here tonight because I wanted to get this class in the books. So again, if you guys are having a hard time with the buffering, you can always watch the replay, and I think the replay will be just fine because everybody who was watching me during my testing, they said that the replays were fine. So, all right. So I've been super excited to share some things with you. I did share some things last week. I think I had a live on Monday. I had one on Tuesday. I think we did the showcases and everything was fine. And then something happened on Wednesday and we weren't so good. So I did bring, you guys, I have my celebration board, which is normally behind me. It's in front of me at the moment. We're going to do a drawing for a $25 gift certificate. I need to do this drawing. And then what's going to happen is the next time I do a live, there will be another drawing because on the last 2 days, hi Susan Ray Hendricks and hi Carmen Melendez, the last day of the month, I got a whole bunch more orders in and it was enough to almost fill up another board, you guys. So we need to do this one drawing now, and then we're going to do another drawing the next time. Okay, so we have that. Plus, I'm very excited to say that I made some time when I didn't have internet upload, when we didn't have class on Thursday, I sat and I drew the winners for these two classes. So I have on the backs of here, we've got some names. And so this was Joyful Flurry from actually it was last December, like 3 months ago. And then I have the January class here, Ringed with Nature. So you guys, we have some names that we're going to do for the drawing, which is awesome. And then on top of it, we'll do the door prize. And you guys, I also have here the February showcase drawing, the mystery card night, the monthly class, oh man, I forgot to pull the top fans, class card challenge, and then I didn't pull the top fan names. Okay, so we're going to do the majority of the prizes because it's the beginning of the month. And so we're going to do some of that. So, I'll have to pull the top names and figure I'll add that into the winners post when I do that. Is it going to be like this in all your live videos from now, or do you have a way to fix this? Yes, Stacy. I hope you are listening. Hi, Gwen Petrashek. Hi, Laura Sullivan. So Stacy, this is not a permanent thing. I'm in Diane's house. She's graciously let me come over and do this here. Hi, Jeannie Parker. You guys, if the buffering is too bad, I ask that you don't get frustrated and just stop watching, right? It's just the way it's going to be for today, for this live. And then I said, my electrician's coming on Wednesday, and we either need to troubleshoot the routers or get new routers or something, right? The modem I went to the internet store today, and I got a new modem, and so it wasn't the modem. So again, you guys, I totally get it. Don't get impatient. Just turn it off and watch the replay when it comes, okay? And if you have any questions about the cards or the class, you're always welcome to email me or call me or text me when you need to. So I see that it is buffering on my end too. It's coming in and out. Hi, Betty Pyle. It's getting worse. Okay. Hi, Marilyn Durbin. I'm just going to tell you guys, don't be sad, because there's nothing I can do to do this. I mean, I'm already 3 lives behind, and so we're just going to keep keep going forward. So don't be sad. Just watch the replay. Don't be sad. I'm going to write this in the comments, you guys. So just watch the replay. All right, so we're going to keep going, guys. Watch the replay. I mean, this is sad for me too. Like, this is not normal. It'll all be okay. It's just a point. My mom would say, you guys, this is a point in time and it will get better. And I have a love-hate relationship with technology. I love it when it works and I hate it when it doesn't work. It'll be okay. So, all right. So I'm just going to tell you guys that, so Angela, she said to watch the replay and buffering will not be there. Perfect. Thank you, Angela Knutson. Yep. You guys, I can't sit and comment on everything. I can see your questions and I can respond to them, but I can't sit and text back comments on everything. So, and I just did. Don't be sad. Just watch the replay. It'll be okay. Okay. Because the replay will not have the buffering. Because once the video is uploaded, it's uploaded. Okay. But I had mentioned, you guys, I'm behind on this one, the wreath one, and Memories and More. And so I have 5 lives to do this week, in addition to preparing for a retreat with 11 people that are spending Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with me. So I had to use tonight to do this class. And I'm really sad too, because this is the Queen Bee ink, paper, scissors. And it's like, this is my Queen Bee, right? This is my Queen Bee class. So it is what it is. This is all we can do. So are any of your neighbors having issues since they cut the trees? You know, so Linda, I don't know if my neighbors would even know, because I'm probably one of my only neighbors that does live YouTube videos. Hi, Mary Hartman from New Jersey. Have a good night, Randy. I'm probably one of the only ones in my local area, like that in my block, that does uploading of YouTube videos, right? All right, Shirley, we'll see you later. So that's just it. Like, nobody might even know that they have an issue, right? So, I guess what I should do is go to my neighbor's house and ask them to do the speed test. So, all right, you guys. All right. Good night, Jeannie Parker. All right. So, you guys, we have here, we're going to do roll call. And we're going to call out some names and thank everybody for joining. I do have extra sets of this class left. I believe I have 8 left, you guys. So if anybody's watching the replay and you're interested in getting this class, just reach out to me. So we're going to have here Julie Bierschbach, Feline Mays, Chris Duderenke, Kat Birch, Judy Immel, Bonnie Kemen, Mary Carls, Michelle Datson, Jeannie Parker, Mitzi Stanley, Karen Forward, Kathy Dolly Nagari, Donna Grushke, Tracy Saylor, Karen Wetstein, Diane Bogenhagen, Jill Butzine, Angela Knutson, Debbie Schultz, Deanna Stell, Ruth Nicholson, Sherry Martin, Latokia Trigg, Ann Bellinger, Carla Lake. All right, Mitzi Stanley, we'll see you later. Good night. Patricia Settle, Lori Baxter, Francis Rodriguez, Helen Chase, Shirley Malarkey, Susan Wormley, Elaine Rebeck, Penny Powell, Jennifer Jones, Ellen Brover, Deb Norman, Mary Lemke, Sherry Everett, Susan Healy Cribbs, Becky Rohr, Janet Prue, Sandy Wicklander, you guys, it's a long list, Becky Gandolfo, Christina Bernards, Lila Erickson, Dawn Ablett, Karen Woods, Laura Sullivan, Carmen Melendez, and Lynn Beasley, Barbara Moynan, Jody Storman, Leslie McMinn, Marcia Dean, Pauline Landuit. Pauline, I think this is your first class, so welcome. Annette Rollin, Kimberly Cronauer, Patsy Roberts, and Carolyn Ketchmark. Wow, you guys, that is about 59 people, which is amazing. I still have, again, about 8 or 9 sets, so that's great. I did plan for 68, so Mom and I made up kits for 68 people, so we have about 8 left, all right? So if you need this kit or you want this class, don't hesitate to reach out. I would love to get it for you. So that's a little bit about the roll call. I think what I will do, Karen Forward has no sound. Okay, so Karen, I think that's on your end.
Or get new routers or something.
I have sound on my end. So I know I have sound, and I bet most people will come back and say that they have sound. I think that is something with your phone or your connectivity on your end. And I hope that you could just turn your volume up or get a setting switched in your YouTube so that you're in your phone so that you can have sound. That one I know I can test for. So you guys, we have the ink, paper, scissors, which is the Queen Bee. Everybody should have their kits, I think, at this point. They got mailed out a bit ago, unless you just signed up recently. So what I'm gonna do is flip down here. And you guys, these are the cards we're going to be making. They're so pretty. I definitely did pull one over on Susan Healy Cribs. She did reach out to me, and she said that I had to laugh, Susan, because you said that I gave you the wrong class. And I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure you signed up for the Queen Bee. But what happens is it's all black and white, and then there's pops of color. And this one, there's yellow added. And this one, there is Rich Raspberry with Coastal Cabana. This one's Mary Merlot. This one's purple. So what you guys get in your kits, it's all black and white. Yes, I totally get it. It's black and white. This is the Perfectly Penciled Designer Series paper. So you guys got these 6x6 sheets. And then if you were local to me, you got a piece that was like diagonal like this. And it's because these flowers are used on this one card right here. And had I cut this at 6x6, it would have cut right through each of the flowers, and I couldn't handle that. Cutting the flowers. So if you were local to me, you got a piece like this. But if you weren't local to me and you had your kit mailed to you, I had to cut apart the pieces here so that it would fit inside your package. Okay, so it's the weirdest thing that you would ever gotten a kit with cut up paper, and I get that, but it was all for the paper, right? So again, you have it cut apart, and we'll talk about that more, but you did get, it's black and white, you guys. It's all black and white paper that we will be using for this class. And then the roll of ribbon that we picked for this one. Oh, thanks, Francis Rodriguez. It will all be okay. It sure will. The black and white gingham ribbon is what's in your kit. And then you got the matte black dots. Oh man, Diane. So I won't cut in. So you guys, I packed everything up, and I definitely didn't pack black and white gingham. So Diane, I know you might be watching. I'm going to use your ribbon. I'll save the embellishments for later. I'll go home and put mine on later. But you guys, Diane Bogenhagen let me borrow her kit here so that I could show you how to cut the paper. Because for my kits already here, you guys, I've cut out my paper that I need. And so because this is ink, paper, scissors, it's a goodie bag. So this is a class you can never get free with an order. It's always fee-based, meaning that you pay for it. It's always $30 if you want it porch pickup, and it is $37 if you want it mailed to you. Hi, Darla Zell. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, and Karen Forward got her volume fixed. I like it. Good. All right, so what we're going to do, you guys, for this class, you'll have extra paper that you can use to make more cards or to do whatever you want with. But we're going to go through Diane's, and I'm going to show you how to cut the paper and give you the right sizes that you need. Oh, Mary Carls is here. Yay. She said, I know you were there, Mary. It's better now, Betty Pyle said. Okay, now I wish I could tell Shirley Malarkey and Jeannie Parker and anybody else who left that it's better. But I guess they're gone, and they'll catch the replay, and that's all I know. Okay, a bunch of you gals say that you're in enrolling in. That's awesome. Okay, we're gonna start with this card. This one's easy to me. There's 2 pieces of designer series paper on this card. The one on the top, it measures 5 and an eighth, I believe. It's 5 and an eighth. I like this side better. Hang on. 5 and an eighth, and I think it's 3 7/8. Okay, and then the flower piece is the other one. All right, front and center, no buffering anymore. Penny Paula, you know what? I've been watching it too, you guys, and it hasn't buffered now. I'm not going to even say it because I don't want to jinx it, right? That's usually what happens is we jinx it by saying it. All right, so let's grab our cutters, you guys, and let's cut this as a group. So this one is 5 and an eighth by 3 7/8, and it's this dark hashtaggy paper, which is super pretty. This is the B frame. So if you guys are loving this B class, just know I have the B sampler right here. I brought this along to share with you guys. This is the piece that I used in here, but just know when you get this frame, if you take this class with me, you're gonna get one of each of these patterns again, and you can pick whichever one you want. So you guys, this class is coming up next month, and I do have to share something with you before I start cutting. I just remembered this. So I didn't know that. I mean, I did, but I didn't know this until my mom. So I think my mom told me this a long time ago, but then I forgot about it, and now I remember it. Thanks, Susie Stocks, for reminding everybody to do the thumbs up. So my mom comes to me and says, I think like last Thursday, she says, you know, your grandfather was a beekeeper? And I'm like, I think in my distant cobwebs of my memory, I think I remembered that. She had mentioned that in the past. And my grandpa on my mom's side, so Grandpa Haas, so Herbert Haas, he was a beekeeper, and he kept and attended to bees and had honey, and it was super cool. Deb says it sounds okay. Hi, Ileana Viquez. Maybe it's Viquez because the I is like E, like A, B, C, D, E, right? No, A. Okay, I'm not going to try my Spanish alphabet at the moment. But my grandpa was a beekeeper, and he used to sell honey back in the day. And my brother actually took a picture of what the cans used to look like for when he would sell his honey. And I'm going to pull up a picture and share it with you guys. And I have the book, actually. I have the book. Let's see here where my brother's text messages. I have the book that my grandfather used. Hi, Judy Immel. All right, so here you guys go. So my grandpa, here, I'm going to flip this down. So my grandpa used to sell honey. It says, extracted and packaged by Herbert Haas, Malone, Wisconsin, Route 1. So my parents' address used to be Route 1 Malone. Like that used to be the address. And isn't that a really pretty cover? My mom has these labels yet. She had a whole pack of these labels, and she's got like 20 of these cans up in the attic. And so I'm excited because she said she was going to give me one at some point. So we just talked about it yesterday again. And this is the book that, let's see here, live chat. This is the book that my grandpa had. So it says The Hive and the Honeybee, edited by Roy A. Grout. The book, my dad said, is from like 1940s. I don't know where the date on it is. 19 extensively revised. Okay, 1946 this book was written. And so my dad read some things from it, and he said it was very interesting. So they said I could keep this in the hive. So it was so exciting. So I have a little honeybee in my blood, I guess. All right, so I thought I would share that with you guys. All right, back to business. All right, so we had said this was 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Now, if you flip this over, you can see there's flowers on the other side. So I'm trying to contemplate, do you want to cut it this way or do you want to cut it this way? Honestly, it doesn't matter for the section that we're cutting off, but just know if you want to use, the bottom half for like your envelope, that like you'd want to cut it at 3 7/8 first. So I'm going to flip it this way, and my flowers are going horizontal, and I'm going to cut it at 3 7/8 here. Okay. Oh, the thing is gone. Wait, my cutter's gone. One moment. I gotta look in the bag and see if it's in the bag. It's in the bag. Oh, thank goodness. You guys, I came in hot. Like at 5:30, I rolled in the door here, and everything was a hot mess, getting everything else situated for everybody, to get the live going for everybody. So let's get the cutter in here. I'm just happy that this was in there. Okay. Whew, that would have been like Diane phoning a friend. Okay, so 3 7/8, you guys, here, right? So that's the height we need this to be. And then it's by 5 1/8. So we're gonna do 5 1/8. So that leaves this piece right here and this piece. Now, if you guys go to your envelopes, you could definitely use this piece for that envelope. And I think we're gonna do that. And I'm gonna show you how to adhere that onto the envelope if that is new to you. So this is a scrap. We'll set that over here for now. Hi, Chris Niebaum from Iowa. Hi, Ethel King. All right, you guys. So this is what we're going to set aside and use on the card that is the Mary Merlot. Now, you also will need one of these flowers. So if you grab your paper scissors, some of you that got this class mailed, some of your pieces are already cut apart. And for Diane here, what I'm going to do is just pull this one flower out. You guys, so I did some rough cutting out for you. I definitely did not do anybody's fussy cutting. I just went like this around your edges. And what you're gonna need to do is fine cut this. So if you're not really putting the cards together tonight for class and you're just watching and want something to do with your hands, you could start fussy cutting this, because for my kits right here, I've already fussy cut my flower out, so it's ready to go with my cards. So I've done that, and what I'm going to do though is set this for Diane and for her card kit, so that's ready for her. Now I'm going to just cut this down a little bit further so that it's not so oxy here. We're going to cut this. You guys, there are some pretty butterflies in here too, so you guys have different types of butterflies. You could add these butterflies to your cards if you like as well. Okay, so there we have. This is extra. We're just going to put this under here. We've got this one done. And now let's look at this one. So this has the polka dots on the back. And so let's grab this guy right here. And I'm pretty sure that measures the same. It's 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So same thing. Now this one, you might look at the back and see if there's a direction to the paper. If there's a direction to this, you would have wanted to keep it going vertical. But there is no direction really. So we're gonna cut this at, again, 3 7/8 here. And the polka dots have no direction. And we're gonna save this for our envelope. So 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, like that. Now this is a scrap that we can save for later. This, we have one more thing we need to do with this. If you guys are looking at this, it looks like a lady's blouse collar, actually. It looks cool. Like you could put like a necklace, like pretend that this isn't here. You could have a little necklace coming down and it would be super cool. Hi, Donna Simmer. I hope you're doing well. So what happens with this is we need to cut the slice right in the middle here. And it's in the middle. So cut in 1 1/2 in the middle. Now, unfortunately, you guys, if you don't like 16ths, you're not going to like me so much. But the middle is a 1/16 of an inch, right? Because 5 1/8 divided in half is 2 9/16. So, do I have a pencil? Yes, I do have a pencil. Let's see if it's right here. I have a pencil. Nope, that's a pen. Oh, I do have a pencil. Yay. Okay. So, and it's even purple. Purplicious. So, you guys are going to want to make a mark. You're going to, hi, Feline Mays, still in Idaho, coming in late. You're good to go. How fun that he was a beekeeper. Yes, Ann Bellinger, I so agree. Okay, so you guys, you're gonna have to get your ruler and you have to measure. You know, the other option you could do if you really don't want to put a pencil mark, you could just like crease it right there, right? And now you know that that's the middle. So hi, Carol Alanis, that is the middle right there. So you could just put a little mark there now. If you don't mind a ruler and using 1/16 of an inch, then you could definitely grab your ruler and measure. So 2 9/16 is the little tick mark after the 2 1/2. And again, my pencil mark was right there. And then what you want to do is 1 1/2. So at 1 1/2 here, I'm going to put another little pencil mark. Now I know that I'm going to cut from here up to here. All right, so I've got my 2 little pencil marks. I'm going to put it so that my pencil mark is right in the groove here. And I think what I'm going to try to do is line up this and cut. So this middle part is pretty much where the blade is. And I'm gonna cut up right to where I think it is. I can always back up and then go a little bit further until I see that my blade went right. Let's see if I can zoom in. I don't know if you guys can really see. Oh yeah, I think you can. You can see that there's a cut mark here and it goes right up to where my pencil mark was. And you can go back and forth until you can kind of see it. So there we go. So that's what we did. What a legacy for you with your grandfather. I know, right? Isn't that awesome? Hi, Becky Gandolfo. A little line. Yep, that's perfect. So you guys, now this is cut, all right? Hi, Mary Schreiber. So the thing is with this, I'm going to wait. And when we get to the card, we'll talk about how I would fold this back without wrecking anything. At the moment, after you've got it cut, you could take your pencil and erase the pencil marks, but honestly, when you flip them back, you won't even see them. So I'm going to save this and put that in the envelope. All right, so let's put that off to the side. And let's see, I think I need this one now. Okay, all right, so that's this one. Now we have this guy. So you guys, this is a little bit of a fun fold. This little flap opens up and then the card opens like this. And then there's a white piece that goes on the inside. So we need to cut this square, right? So it's actually this piece that's right here. And the measurements on this one, there aren't a lot on here, but it's 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And again, this is one where you want to have paper not having a direction. You want it to be non-directional. Just because, well, and on the inside, honestly, it kind of goes at a diagonal. And that's because if it was non-directional, it wouldn't matter. But in this case, the flowers are kind of going at an angle that way. And we won't have to worry about that at the moment because it's right now being cut at a square. So I said 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So we're going to cut this at 3 3/4. Yep, like this, by 3 3/4. Like that. So extra scrap. This can get saved for the envelope if we want to put that on the flap. And we've got this piece ready to go for our kits. All right, now the last one, you guys, has 2 pieces of designer paper. It has one with stripes and it has one with the flowers. So there's the stripes and then there's one with flowers. And so what this leaves for you guys is, if you look here, there is a full 6 by 6 of every pattern, plus you have one more flower that you could duplicate these cards with other cardstock, like bring in your own mats, bring in your own circles, bring in anything else, or use this for something completely different, your call. But this is what you would have left at the moment for your scraps. So let's set those off and let's figure out what we need here. I'm pretty sure that this DSP back here, again, 5, don't you love it when it's very consistent? 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, and our stripes are going up and down. So we need 5 1/8 on this side and 3 7/8 on this side. So I'm gonna cut it at 3 7/8 first here, because that leaves me a long strip that I could put that on my envelope, 3 7/8. So that's the right height. And now we do 5 1/8 wide, like this. And that could be for our envelope. This is a scrap. This is the background piece here. So because this opens like this. Now, I will tell you, if you want to be a paper conservationist, you really could have cut a 1-inch section and glued that back here. And then a little baby, 2-inch section? What is it, 2? You know what? You could get 2 out of this one. You could cut a 1-inch, a 1-inch, a 2, and a 2, because 2 and 2 is 4, and then 5 and 6. You could get 2 out of this. I'm going to show you what I mean. Okay, so we are going to cut at 2 inches here. Now, you don't have to. If you guys don't like piecemealing things, leave this hole, okay? It's going to get glued back there. If you like to save paper, cut this at 2 inches and then cut one at 1, right? And you'll have this piece left over and you have your little scrap from over here. and you have enough to do a second card with these two pieces if you want to. All right, so we're gonna, because I'm gonna show you that will just get glued behind there. All right, so let's grab that and put that on my pile over here. I'm making a pile for Diane and a pile for me. All right, that's gonna be for envelopes. And then this last piece of designer paper. Hi, Vera Anderson. Vera Anderson, you sent me an amazing box full of bee-related items, and I just want to thank you for it. I have every plan to show everything that you gave me on a live. I hope you don't mind. It's sitting in my hive right now, and you can tell I'm not in my hive right now. I am in Diane's house, and I didn't bring that box with me. But the next live that I do have in my house, or in the hive, I will share the goodies that you gave me, if you don't mind, with everybody, because it was so sweet of you to think of me when you would go places and see bee-related things, and you sent me this amazing box full of fun stuff. So thank you so much, Vera. And I meant to message you, and with what happened with my internet between Friday, and I've spent like 12 hours, you guys, between Thursday night and today, finagling and testing and wasting my time. And so I've been distracted. So, all right. So this piece of DSP here, the other one is, you guys, it's 3. I promise you, if you don't like 16ths, just either go up a hair or down a hair. But if you followed me along enough, you're gonna know that I love 16ths of an inch because it really makes for an amazing mat. So we need here 2.5 by 3 13/16. So 2.5 wide by 3 13/16 high. All right, so figure out, what do you want to cut first? You want to cut at 2.5 or 3 13/16? Wait, where are you, Becky? I'm in my friend Diane's house because my internet is still not fixed. All right, so we're gonna cut at 2.5. Let's look at the back here. Yep, back doesn't matter. So we're gonna cut at 2.5 here, and this is extra. And now we need 3 13/16. So if you don't want 13/16, go to either 3/4 or go to 1/8. Go up or down. But I am going to go to 13/16, which is just the tick mark after 3/4. All right. Okay, so there we have it. That is this piece that's going to go right here. Hi, Kathy Jackson from Iola, Wisconsin. All right, so we're going to put that on Diane's pile here. Okay, so I'm going to leave this pile here for her, extra scraps. I'm going to set them here. And we are done officially cutting, you guys. So I'm gonna get my cutter out of the way. And you guys, I just realized that I've never taken the plastic off of my cutter. I don't know if you know that, but they put this plastic on cutters, and I never have even taken it off yet. I'm a slacker when it comes to taking plastic off of things. Okay, so we have our cutting done. Now, you guys, we're gonna just start rocking through cards. All right. I did have a pile of stuff over here that I wanted to share with you guys. And when we get done, I'm going to share with you like what's coming up on Thursday, the Memories and More class. I had some happy mail too I got that I was going to share with you guys. But I thought, you know what, let's get the class going and done first before I start doing the other things. All right, so you guys, we're going to open up our ribbon. Completely forgot to bring my own. So Diane, I'm opening up your ribbon. I can give you a different roll that's unopened. All right. I don't even have my garbage here. All right. Which one do we want to start with, you guys? Let's start with this one, the yellow one on the top. All right. Move these off to the side, and let's grab our kits here. And so you guys, there is a piece of white cardstock. It is just a 1/4 sheet. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Right? So that's where we're going to stamp our bees on. Linda Hall says she thought I left it on because of the glare. Actually, no. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't take stickers off of things. Like, if I get anything that is technology related, I leave the sticker on for forever until it gets so bad that it comes off. I just don't take the stickers off of things, and I just realized, I'm like, oh yeah, I've never taken that, and now there's air getting underneath. Hi, Karen Greenhill. It's getting air underneath it, and so now you can see the bumbles. But yeah, that's just me. I don't take plastic off of things. All right, so you guys have this sheet. You're gonna need this sheet because we need to stamp a bee, and we need to stamp a bee. We need to stamp some sentiments here and a bee. Okay, so that's, you guys, you have plenty. This is just for 3 bees and a sentiment. So there's plenty of cardstock here that you're gonna use for that kind of stuff. But we need to find the yellow black kit. I think it's, I guess maybe this one. Nope, that's purple, delicious. There it is. So grab your kit that has this card in it. And we're going to, on this one, we are going to, I'm going to show you how to put that on your envelope, which I think we're going to do the stripes on this one so it matches the card. Okay, so we don't need any of this stuff at the moment. And we're going to set that over here. So in your kit, you guys will have your piece of black. I did not take the plastic off either, Chris. Okay, Susie, we're in the same boat then. All right, so you guys, this is just a little bit cut short of, it's still an A2 size, right? So it's the A2 is the right size. It's just a little bit is cut off of here. And what's happening is you have a crushed curry. So this is crushed curry with basic black. It opens like this. And you're, what we're gonna do, you guys, before we get glue happy is we're just gonna make sure all of our pieces come out perfectly. So this one is on this side, because if we need to trim anything, we still have the ability to trim it. All right, so there's that. And then this will get glued over the top of this like that, right? So far so good. And you guys, you will see that this little bee is cut out. Now, that little bee actually is in the other kit, the kit that has this card. So we tried to not use more scraps, and because this little circle goes over the top, you're never gonna see that. You have a piece of yellow or crushed curry that goes here, and then your designer series paper, excuse me, will go here. So let's just measure. In case you cut it too big or too small, you still have time to redo it. Yeah, exactly. I didn't even, on this one I used a full piece, but I was thinking about it that it sure could have been cut like that. So you guys, this is the Hive embossing folder. That's already embossed for you. So if you get these kits from me, all this paper will come just like this, except for you'll have to cut your designer paper. That'll go here. We have a little ribbon and we have a little stamping, and this piece is for your inside. So let's look at what we need to do for stamping. Excuse me. Let's set this stuff over here for the time being. All right, so on the inside, let's see if I put anything. Oh, I have that little guy. Oh, and I bet you any money I didn't put that on the block, but that's okay. We have here, we need black ink. You guys are gonna need your scrap, that piece of white, and we're gonna stamp a bee. I got the same amount of space that I normally do when I'm at home, and it's different being in a different setup. All right. So we're gonna stamp a bee, and I'm gonna just put it over here like this. All right. And then on the inside here, so you guys, the queen bee stamp set, I have it already on my stuff out, but let's grab. So this is what the stamp set looks like. Now, unfortunately, the dies are still out of stock at the moment until March 13th-ish. They show the week of March 13th coming back in. So if anybody is like, oh, I wish I would have gotten this class, but the dies aren't available. You know what? You can still get the class from me because I have kits available. And then once it comes back into stock, you can always purchase the bundle. If you purchase the bundle, it's like $49 and change. You could always pick out a different set from me as well. All right, so there's our bee, and I'm not gonna put that on the tablecloth, but I do need to clean it because I need the block. Oh yeah, so let's just clean this little guy real quick. And we are going to swap out the block. All right, so I'm gonna pull that off, and we're gonna put this here, and I'm gonna stamp my inside, and it's gonna look just like that. Hang on, I already shut the black. Hi, Marcia Boucher, thanks so much. All right, so this is gonna go just in the bottom corner here, and because of the curvature, I put it on the left side. Normally I'm prone to put things on the right side, but because of the curve, I put it up on the left side here. Okay, so that's good. Now, what do we have any sentiment? I don't have any sentiments on this one, but if you guys would like to stamp your sentiments, you could go ahead and do that now. Let's clean you back off so that we got it clean, because I don't think that stamp is used. anywhere else. All right, so let's put you back over there. Get the bee ready for the next card over. The bee just barely fits on here. All right, then on this little circle, you guys, it's kind of hard to see it, but I stamped the little, it's like words. It's hard to make them out, but it says honey, spring, bloom, life. And that's in gray, smoky slate. You could do gray granite, or you could do basic gray, but I stamped a little bit there at second strength. You can see I'm stamping off, which is first strength over here. And then I've got second strength, and I'm just doing that right on the circle, just to give it a little texture on the background here. Oh, thanks. Diane to the rescue. She brought me some extra blocks. Thank you. Perfect. All right, so we've got a little bit of texture on the background here. And I'm going to go ahead and just leave that because I think we're going to use that on a different card. And then, oh, Diane, could I have your queen bee dies?
Sure.
I definitely forgot to bring the dies.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna just cut this like this. Do a rough cut to get this out. Diane is so graciously going upstairs to grab me her queen bee dies so I don't have to fussy cut it. But while she does that, we could start gluing. We did do a little testing of the public broadcasting system and we saw that all of our pieces seem like they fit just fine. If you, Penny Powell, my microwave had plastic on the numbers for 3 years before you realized it. I love it. So if you guys want to trim down this to have a little bit more black showing, you definitely could. You can always still decide if you want to see, like, what do you want? Do you want that showing or do you want that showing? I heard that this is the true way that it's supposed to be, so that's why I glued mine like that. But if you like the way that looks better, you can go for that too. I just need the big B. Yep, thank you. All right, you guys, this is what the dies look like, in case you were wondering. So on one of the cards, we used that little wing. The other card, we used those little guys, and then there's an outline. And this guy got used, but this is the bee that we need right here. And I did bring my little baby mini boss along so that we can die cut that. But we'll do that in a second. Let's get some glue going. All right. You guys, if you don't be worried, I'm gonna do a whole bunch of gluing here. We're gonna get that one glued. We're gonna glue these guys. All right, so I got a brand new glue. So Kelly opened up a new glue during Paper Pumpkin last week, Monday, and it's always nice to open up a new glue. You just can't squeeze too hard. So the trick, people ask me about this liquid glue because there are people that have a hate relationship with liquid glue because they get it everywhere and they get sticky fingers and it's just not that enjoyable for them. So I guess my tip for you guys, if you're watching me doing my liquid glue, I definitely do not put the glue too close to the edge, right? It's about 1/4 to 1/2 inch away. If you put it too thick and too far out to the side, it's going to ooze out. Oh, Carissa Alberts, thanks so much for answering that for Linda Hall. I really appreciate that. That is so true. It is $30, and then if you want it mailed, it's $37. I do give a shipping break. So Linda Hall, if you're like, oh, I also want another class that's coming up. Hi, Kimberly Cronauer. I'm glad you're here. If you say to me, oh, I want the Let's Just Stamp or the March class that's coming up, you guys, I do take shipping costs. I reduce them because I can ship things together. So hi Lisa Spacek, who loves liquid glue. Yay, I'm a liquid glue lover too. So yeah, if you want to get a couple classes and I have them all ready and kitted up and ready to go, you could definitely, I take off some dollars to make it so that it's less for shipping. All right, so we're just getting these pieces glued on here, just like this. And then this one's gonna go right on the front here. What I love about the liquid glue is it does give you this wiggle room. So let's say you didn't like where you put that, you can just pick it right back up, right? And then you can set it back down again and rearrange it. Where with the tape runner, sometimes it rips your paper and it's just a hot mess. All right, so we're gonna flip this one over and flip this one over, and we are going to put the liquid glue on these as well. I mean, sometimes I put a line through them, sometimes I don't. When I'm putting glue on something that's embossed, like that front hive thing, I put more liquid glue because I want to make sure it sticks everywhere. All right, so here's that. And now this is going to go right about here. And I'm making sure that my top is flush. Yeah, so Lynn Beasley, you are waiting for the bee bundle. I think there's about 2 people that I know that are waiting for the bee bundle. The one that people are waiting for the most right now is the Dainty Delight. I have, so what I'm seeing here is it bumped it up. Excuse me. It bumped it up because the bottom was just a hair too long. So I did bring my little trimmer here, and because I didn't glue too close to the edge, I can trim that off without getting glue all over my trimmer. So I'm going to trim off, you guys, a little hair here like that. And now when I put this back in here, I'm not going to be too much in the, I was in the crease a little bit too much. And by trimming off that little bit like that, now I'm flush at the top here, which is great. And now when I open this up, that will open, and then this goes like that, okay? All right, so the Dainty Delight, you guys, that is the one people are waiting for. I think I have about 7 people on my list that as soon as it gets in, I either need to have it ordered to ship to me here, or I've got, I think, 3 of them that I'm having shipped directly to people's houses from Stampin' Up. So I think 7 is what I've got on the waiting list to get that. So, oh yes, the day that that comes into stock, I will be on it like a hawk. So you guys, that gets glued here. All right. Now, let's work on the top decoration part here. So ultimately, this is going to put on here with dimensionals, but you can see what I did a little bit with the ribbon. I've never done ribbon like this. I didn't know where to put ribbon on this card, and I'm like, oh, well, something like that looks good to me, right? So let's grab our tear and tape. So Linda Hall, yes, if you are interested in this kit, I do have, I believe, 8 left at the moment. So could definitely put one on hold for you if you would like it, and then potentially get another class, or I could get it in the mail for you tomorrow as well. All right. Or as soon as I got the cards ready to go, I could get it probably in the mail for you if I do 2-day shipping, Thursday. So, all right, so we're going to do here, put a little tear and tape along the back here, just like that. And then we're going to put some tear and tape along the back here as well. I have all the kits ready to go, right? So the kits all got kitted up. With the liquid glue not being so close to the edge, I could still trip the card stack without getting glue on the trimmer. Yeah, and that is the perfect thing. If you don't put the glue too close to the edge and you need to trim stuff, then you're not getting glue all over the trimmer. So what I did is I put tear and tape on the back of this circle like this, and what we're going to do is just pick off one side for the moment and grab your ribbon. And this is called the lamb technique. And I'm going to guess it's something like this. And we're going to do a loop. And we want to catch that tear and tape. Oh, Linda Hall said 65 went out. I bet that's for the Irresistible Blooms Stamp-a-Stack. So, hi, Melanie Foy. So we're going to do a loop. I'm catching that tear and tape in the back. And I'm going to do a third loop. I'm just coming down the side of this. And then the last is a tail that comes out. Now, if you want to do more loops, you can do that. I just figured 3 is an odd number, so 3 is always good. And then what happens is I'm going to grab this tear and tape that I had waiting in the wings over here and put that down like that. And then we're going to grab our ribbon scissors and trim that at an angle, just like that. All right, so yeah, something like that. Now, I did try to get it so that my words would be straight. And if I do put it so my words are straight, then it's up a little bit higher. But take a little finagling. Like if you don't like where you put it, you could easily just take this off and reposition it. Hi, Melanie Foy. I can't remember if I said hi, but I saw that you came on. All right, so this one I'm going to start it right about here. So let's take that tear and tape off. And it's like kind of a cross here. And now we're going to do our loops going down this way. So I'll show you the back of this, what I mean. So the reason that you got that tear and tape back there, I'm gonna start, you gotta just go at a little bit of an angle, like this. There we go. And you're gonna bring it down, catch that tear and tape, and then do another little loop. And then the little tail comes out. So this is when I say loops and tails, you guys. These are my loops and my tail is at the end here. So we're gonna cut that like that. And I'm holding that until I get tape on here. Because if you don't put tape over the back of this, it's gonna definitely come undone. And you don't want that. All right, so then you have a yellow circle. And it kind of goes like that. So what Linda Hall said that she just sent 65 out for today, she's referring to the Irresistible Blooms Stamp-a-Stack. So this is where you get, that's the stamp set, and it's 5 fun folds, and there's 3 of each one, you guys. So, oh man, so many fun folds, all in one class. 5 cards, all using the Irresistible Blooms Designer Series paper, the organdy ribbon, and then those frosted dots. Now, I will say that those frosted dots did go out of stock at the moment. I'm very hopeful, crossing my fingers, that they are back in by the time I need to mail these kits out. If for any reason they're not, I will punt and figure out if I need to adjust the date of the class by a moment in time, or if I just have to 2 days the 2 day the shipment. You know, we'll figure it out. But my hope is that those frosted beads come back in stock by the time I need them. So I'm watching that like a hawk too. All right, so I put some dimensionals on the back. And what you're gonna do is just put that onto your yellow stylish stitch circle. And then I have this flat on the card front. Just like so that guy right there. And then this, we're gonna put that. My words are a little bit diagonal, and that's okay, because once the B is on there, you might not even know that they're words or letters for that matter. So I'm just gonna center that top to bottom, kind of left to right. And we're gonna get to our B now. And let's grab the dies right there. I'm going to use a little bit of tape. So this is just low-tack artist tape. And I'm gonna grab this little guy. So this is the mini boss. Oh, Susie, I'm so happy that you love the ribbon. You know, you can color this ribbon too. So in case you didn't know that, you can use your blends and you can use your ink pads and you can color that ribbon. All right, so we're gonna put the little die on our B, just like so. Oh, Bonnie wants to register. Awesome. Yep, just give me a quick little text when you have a moment and we will get you signed up for the Stamp-a-Stack. All right. So I am taking reservations. I think my mom and I are going to plan to kit up like 64 of that class, and I think I'm already at 35, you guys, and I didn't even really publish the class yet, so I'm over half full already. So yeah, if anybody else wants to get on the list for that class, yeah, don't hesitate to reach out and let's get your name on the list. All right, so we're just going to run this through the little machine here. All right, so get this back over here. And the die just cuts that right out. And we'll save that tape for the next one. Hi, Julie Bierschbach. I'm glad you could join us. All right, and then what I've done is I like to make it look like my wings are popped up. So I'll take my nail or I'll take a bone folder and I'll kind of like get them to kind of curve up like that. And what I'm gonna do is actually put a dimensional on each of the wings like that. And then I'm gonna put liquid glue under the body part right here. Oh, I'm so happy, you guys, that this video is doing good. I was a little bit worried when it was buffering, but you guys were doing good. I think the computer or the system had to like kind of catch up. So we're just gonna put that guy like there. I'm very happy where my ribbon came out kind of right where the wings are starting, right? So that gets popped up. And let's see here. Hi, Latokia, joining a little late. What can we Stella, you guys? The one thing you could always Stella is the border here. This edge like this. Get a little bit of glitz on here. Oh, that moved. Did I not take those off? Oh yeah, I did. I just didn't stick them down good. All right. You could also Stella some of your flowers that you're going to see in the background here. I definitely wouldn't do the wings though, because that will make the ink bleed. So I would stay away from the bee. You could also, if you wanted, kind of just go over some of the honeycomb very lightly. I have this filled with Stella, so you'll see like where it's a little darker, that's because it's filled with like rubbing alcohol, and now it's dried, but there's a little bit of glitz on there. Now I had mentioned that these are this is Diane's ribbon and Diane's embellishments. So I'm gonna forgo putting embellishments on this card at the moment because I have some opened up at home. But I just put, such glare. I put 2 over on the side here. I put three here, and I put 1 here. Now I know that adds up to 6, right? But this looks like 1 grouping, that looks like 1 grouping, and that looks like a grouping. So to me, it was still aesthetically pleasing to the eye, even though there was 6 and it's an even number. I still went for it. Oh, so Donna finished her mystery card from last Friday. It's going to be a thank you card. Awesome. You're going to get discharged on Thursday from your prehabilitation. Great. That's awesome to hear, Donna. I will say that I am thinking what the so I do have the mystery. So Kelly did pull mystery card. Kelly did pull the mystery card names, right? So I have we're going to do the drawing later. I have the mystery card drawing right here, the names, right? So that's here. I'm trying to think of what the mystery card even was. There's so much stuff that happened since last week, Monday, that I don't even know what the mystery card layout was. I'll have to look in there and see what the mystery card layout, which card it was, because I feel like it's a class card that either just happened or it's coming up. But you guys, we got 1 card done. Yay! So exciting. Okay, so we got 1 card done. We're going to start working on the next one right away. Which one do we want to do next? Let's pull this one and do this guy next. All right, I'm trying to think, you guys. I'm trying to think what the mystery card it was. I'm definitely going to have to pull up the event and look at some of the photographs of the cards, and then I will remember. And then I'll see if I can find it. All right, so you guys, this one, let's pull that kit. Oh, you know what though? Let's go back really quick. I don't think Diane's gonna mind this at all, but we're gonna grab the envelope for Diane, and we're gonna put her envelope to match this card, because those were actually her pieces of paper that I cut. And we have here this right here. So how do you do the envelope, right? When you want to glue it. Maybe you've done this already. Wasn't it the pop out inside? I'm not sure, Linda. But how I would do this, you guys, and again, I wouldn't go too close to the edge, but I would put liquid glue. Oh, come on. I don't want to squeeze too hard. I would put liquid glue. You could also do tear and tape, but do a thin little line of liquid glue, right like that. And then what somebody taught me is you actually put this kind of inside out, or like backwards like this, and then you can put figure out if you want the flowers or the stripes, but you put this kind of in here backwards like this, because then you can get it all the way flush to the edge. Then it goes all the way to where the score line is. And now you've got that on here. All you need to do is take your scissors. Oh, Latoki needs to get the mystery card done. You take your scissors and you just follow the edge of your envelope and use the envelope edge as a guide, just like this. Okay? Not rocket science at all. That's it. And look, now you have the envelope matching the card. So when somebody opens it up, it complements itself. Complements. And then all you've done is just cut off that little schnibble like that, and you're good to go. So awesome. Okay, now let's move on to this card and grab the kit that we need here, which is the razzleberry. Diane Bogenhagen says she won't mind at all. Yay! Thanks, Diane. Oh, you got your envelope done. All right, so this one, we need to pull out the piece of paper that is the one that is the 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 square here. Now, let's grab our pieces. See what you have in your envelope here. And so you have a white piece here. This is for your inside. So we'll stamp that in a moment. You'll have this little tag And you have, this is the black piece here that comes from this die right here. That's already die cut. So I think Tammy did all the die cutting for this B class for you guys. So Tammy Sokola gets a round of applause, yay. Rhonda did your embossing for you. So she always helps me with the embossing. So you guys, she ran this through at one time. So basically the piece of paper was folded and then it just got run through at the same time with it. Oh yes, Deb Norman. Thank you so much. It was the explosion card. And just so you know, I don't have, it was, okay, good call. So the explosion card, somebody was asking if the photograph had been put out there yet. And I hadn't done it because I usually put the card out there when I do the drawing. So the explosion card is the flowery card that was from Sale-a-Bration Hoorah Rah, which was, I think, two Thursdays ago. We did, it was a blue with crumb cake and that it opened up. That was the actually mystery card night. Okay, so thank you for that, Deb. I had like out of my head already. But in case you guys were wondering what we mean by an explosion card, this is 3 cards of 4 that are going to be for the Stamp-a-Stack called Favored Flowers. So this is coming up next month in April. I've got it set for the 17th in person and online is on the 19th. And this is what we mean by an explosion card. So I got to do my insides yet, but it opens up like this. And so this is a new one. This is a book binding explosion card. And this is part of a Stamp-a-Stack. So you'll actually make 4 of this one. You'll make 3 of this one. And this guy opens up like this and then like this. Okay, so you'll make 3 of that one. You'll make 4 of this one, which I'll teach you how to do this braided, it's not braided, it's like a pleated skirt kind of look. So you got 4 of this one, and then there's one more that I have to design, which will be the big flower like this on it with purple. And so this is the Favored Flowers Stamp-a-Stack. So I know Suzanne Neal was asking about that. I did set the date, I just haven't finished the last card yet. Once I finish the last card, I will definitely get it photographed and put it out there. But that's set for April 17th at 1 in person, April 19th at 1 online. Okay, back to business. All right, so we have this guy, we have that, we have this. You guys, this is Rich Razzleberry, just a quarter sheet, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now this, what do you need to do? This needs to just get folded in half diagonally, okay? So you don't really have to score it. I wouldn't even bother, but what I'm doing is I'm lining up my corner here, my 2 corners, and holding them while I kind of bring my fingers out and crease it up and crease it down. And hopefully if I've cut it into a perfect square, I should be good to go. And so now that I've got it kind of pretty good, oh, Linda Hall was talking about the pop-out inside. Yup, I get it now. Thanks, Linda Hall, for trying to help me, even though I didn't quite get it. But you're right. It was the pop-out inside. You got it right. So that was the mystery card. You guys remembered. All right, Melody says she loves the pleat fold card. Yeah, it's a pleat fold. Yep, perfect. All right, so you guys, basically this is it. So now figure out, and had you liked that one, you could always do that on the outside. But I really liked this pattern. And now I'm going to look at it and say, okay, well, that flower is going that way. These are going more this way. So I'm actually going to glue that flower to the back side of this and leave that be the front. All right, so what's going to happen, all we have to do is put glue on the inside of this right here, like that. All right, and then, so when you look at this, you guys, there's a word here that I find, and it says harvest. Okay, this is the time-worn type embossing folder. I look for the word harvest. That tells me that this is the front and it's going the right way. Where if you look at this side, all the words are pushed down and they're backwards. So this is the front here. And this, what we're gonna do is just line this up so that the corners meet. So that peak right there and that peak go right to the edge of the base. Like I'm calling this the base here. It's all about the base, you guys, no trouble. All right, and that kind of wraps right over the top of it. Now what we can do is glue this as well. Hi, Maria Gilbertson. All right, so let's put a little bit of glue on the back of this. Again, you guys see I don't go too close to the edge so that it doesn't ooze all over on me. Now I'm gonna pick this up, and this is just the mat. I'm going to mat this. So we got Coastal Cabana here mixed with rich raspberry and then the black and white. All right, so that, I'm just gonna center that as best I can. So perfect, so that's gonna go like that. We need to, let's Stella. Okay, here you guys, before I forget. I have a tendency to forget this, but if you Stella this white label before you stamp it, that's the perfect time to do that. So let's get the Stella on the white label. Like that. And then we're also gonna Stella the black branch. Now, part of me says it's a dead branch because it's black, but I felt like it needed to be black because of it matching the rest of the card, right? But it is dead foliage to me. Definitely agree. All right. Then we need to do a little bit of stamping. We need to stamp our B. We need to stamp an inside. And, okay, so this says birthday queen, and then on the inside it says happy birthday. Now, if you don't like the whole birthday queen thing, you could also stamp happy birthday on the outside and then have a sentiment on the inside, which is perfectly fine. But I pulled out here birthday, happy, and queen. So we're gonna grab queen here, and let's see, we'll put that guy here. And all right, the label. For those that are new to this hobby, there's a rough edge and there's a smooth rolled edge. The smooth rolled edge is the top, where the rough is technically the bottom. So what I try to do is stamp on the back of it first to practice, and then I'll flip it over and try the front. And that's what we Stella the front. I don't know if you guys can see what Stella does. Oh, I don't know if you're gonna catch it. I don't know. I always try to see, oh, you can see there's a little bit of glimmery on there. Yep, that's the Stella in action. All right, let's practice. All right, we're gonna do happy. And I'm gonna use the grid paper here to help me see if it looks straight or not. I'm trying to make sure it's kind of in line. Oh man, that's really straight. Okay, good. All right, let's see if I can stamp that straight on here. All right, so we're gonna do happy over here. Okay, good. And then birthday, and I'm gonna offset it slightly so that, oh, we're gonna practice though, hang on. So let's go here. Okay, the Y was down just a hair, so I might just bring that side up a hair. Okay, good deal. And then there's a B. Do you have a price yet? For this class right here, yes. If that's what you're talking about, Donna, this Stamp-A-Stack, I've been doing, the Stamp-A-Stacks, I do them at $55. And it includes the pack of paper, it includes the ribbon, embellishments. On that one too, I'm gonna throw maybe something else in there. I don't know exactly what, but envelopes for sure. The shipping is different though, because that class right here, the paper for this class is 12 by 12, so the shipping is $13. Where the Irresistible Bloom Stamp-A-Stack, so it's $55, but this one is $65 because this is a 6 by 6 pack of paper, and that fits in a padded priority envelope. Where the 12 by 12, I've got to put it in a big thing, and then it's it goes by weight then. And I'm gonna put the little guy right there. So it's like just hanging out on the tip of the, it just landed, it came in for a landing on the Y of the birthday. So so the favorite flower Stamp-A-Stack 68 or 55, and then the Irresistible Blooms is 55 or 65. Hi, Karen Wetstein. All right, so that's our inside. Now, let's see how we can do on this. So this is the birthday queen, and I'm gonna just test out the queen here. Oh, wow, that's straight too. All right, so I'm gonna try on the back first though. So I'm gonna do the birthday first. Oh man, I'm gonna put it right about there. It's crooked a little bit because I was holding it crooked. Now, if you guys don't do good stamping on this label, there's a piece of paper that was included in your kit, and you could always stamp it on here and then do a little cutout action, kind of like it is here, right? It's not the end of the world if you don't get this label good. So we're gonna try it again on this side now, and go right there. Okay, that's good. Very good. Mary Carl's, yes. I think you're not signed up for that one. A lot of you gals have already signed up for the Irresistible Blooms. Oh, that's good. I'm good with that. Okay. This one, I have maybe 6 people signed up already for this, the favored flower ones, because I haven't finished it yet. I was just showing them off in a class last week, and I really didn't finish it yet, so I haven't even started. I started a list, though, because I have 7 people signed up, or 6 or 8, something. Less than 10, more than 5 are signed up already for it. All right. Oh, that turned out not so bad. And because we put Stella on here first, it's got Stella on it, which is awesome. All right. Then, if you guys have a rich raspberry marker, or no, they don't make a rich raspberry, a dark blackberry bliss, you could always color in this flower, which is on the bee. And then if you have a little yellow marker, you could put a little yellow inside. So you got your bee colors then. Okay, so let's glue this in, and let's then glue that. All right. Where is the label from, Linda Hall asks. So Linda, inquiring minds want to know, I'm sure like you do, and are going to be happy to know that it actually comes from this exact set right here. And this little, you guys, I didn't even use that little honeycomb thing, and that is so adorable. There's a little flower in here and a heart I didn't use either, but this little label is in there. So, all right, this, we're going to glue this on the inside. The reason that it's a little bit smaller of a white mat is because I wanted to show the embossing that is around the edge like that. If it was bigger, you would have covered up some of that embossing, and I thought it looked nice to see it. So, all right, then this, we're gonna flip that over, and we're gonna put a little bit of glue on here. Just strategically placed, not all over. All right, gotta squeeze. I'm afraid to squeeze it because it's such a new ink bottle, a new glue bottle. I don't want it to go all over the place. Oh, there we go. So we got a little there, a little bit over yonder here, little bits. Now, when you set this down, you have to be very careful that you don't smear it all over the place. And it's not identically, like, it's not exactly, like, it's not in the center like this. I've got it actually off to the side here, just a little bit like that, so that there's more on the right-hand side than there is on the left-hand side. And that's because the bee is gonna go over here. That birthday queen is gonna go over here. And I just remembered we didn't stamp our bee yet. So let's grab this piece that you had, and we're gonna use rich raspberry. We're gonna ink this up. Looking good. Okay, we're gonna do rich raspberry. And he's gonna fit, or she's gonna fit, right? So do it upside down, and now this bee will fit right in. There's a little section here. Perfect. And then grab your scissors. You're gonna cut that like that. And we'll have to get our little machine back out. So you guys, I did not have any magic of TV for you today. Sometimes I would have these already done. Maria Gilbertson said this is one of her favorite sets. You know, I do love this set too. I love, you guys know I love anything bee related. And my team is the Bee Happy Stampers, right? So I think a lot of the gals probably on the team were like loving this set, hopefully too. And that's why we did the whole little bee sampler as well. All right, so let's bring this back then. Grab out our bee, and a little garbage pile over there. All right, so that there. Now we need this piece of paper left to do another bee, and then we have a spot here for some words on another card. Okay, so what's important about this is that this bee is popped up right on the wing here and the wing here, and I even popped its butt up. And you don't want to put any adhesive right where this flap needs to go, because that needs to be able to tuck underneath here. So grab your dimensionals, and you're going to do a wing, and a butt. Don't do the head. And when you put this down, you're going to want the bee to act like it's climbing onto the flap, the envelope flap like this. not the envelope flap, sorry. It looks like it, you guys, it looks like an envelope. It was really deceiving me. Okay, so now that kind of tucks right underneath there. Okay, so let's grab your tearing tape, and we're gonna grab a couple pieces and put them on the back side of your tag here. And we're gonna do another version of the lamb technique. And let's just grab a couple here. We're gonna save that one here. Rip, or not rip, but like peel this off. And Karen Forward, I just saw your message. I will sign you up for the Stamp-A-Stack, but you got to tell me which Stamp-A-Stack. So you guys, because I have 2 Stamp-A-Stacks going on at the same time, right? I've got the Irresistible Blooms Stamp-A-Stack, which are those soft, soothing colors, and I'll have the Favored Flowers Stamp-A-Stack. Irresistible Blooms is in March. Favored Flowers is in April. You just got to tell me which Stamp-A-Stack. When you say you want a Stamp-A-Stack, you just got to say you want Irresistible Blooms. The Irresistible Blooms is all the soft, like pastel-y colors, right? Where the Favored Flowers are the rich, dark, deep colors of the coral and the black and the evening evergreen. So just got to let me know which one you want. So we're going to do 3 little loopies up here, right? So 3 of them. And then what happens is, like, where are you going to end your little tail, right? So we're going to end the tail coming out the bottom. So let's cover that with some tearing tape. And so it was like loop, 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 and tail at a diagonal coming out on this bottom end over here. Just like that. So it kind of looks like, it's another version of the lamb technique. I'm going to use this little guy here and put that right over the top. You hear a phone ringing? Yes, Jeannie Parker. That would be actually correct because I'm in Diane's house and the phone. Oh, shoot. You guys, I went to pull the tearing tape off and it kind of did a number on my little bow here. So, yep, the phone was ringing. Yep, we're not at my house. So I don't have a phone really unless it's my cell phone. And then you guys hear it. It's Mario. All right, so let's get this back and fixed. Let's get that. And then that needs to go right back here. Thanks, Shirley. Shirley and Jeannie Parker, you guys are back. You know, like as soon as both of you left for the night, the uploading worked out. Like everybody's doing good. Like it has not been buffering at all. So I was hoping you guys would come back. I actually thought about texting you, but I'm like, nope, I shouldn't text you during the live because that wouldn't be good for the other people that are still watching, right? So I'm glad you guys popped back on to check. All right, so now this is going to hang out over on the bottom corner over here. I do have the Coastal Cabana kind of peeking out the bottom and have it like that. Now, at the moment, this is too long, so I would take my scissors and just trim it just a hair shorter, but I'm going to try to keep it on a diagonal. And we've already stellaed the label. We stellaed the black. You could also, at this moment, oh, Shirley Malarkey, I can definitely get you signed up for both of those Stamp-A-Stacks. I'm going to Stella my flowers. That's what I'm going to do. Shirley, also follow up, though, with a text message, if you don't mind. I will make a note here. And then, Karen, I also got you. And you're just going to have to tell me which Stamp-A-Stack you want. All right. So, what would be next, you guys, are the embellishments. So I've got 5. 1 on the edge over here, and then 2 there and 2 there. And they're a combination of big and small ones. And you've got your raspberry. Now, you could, if you're really good with your Stella, you could put a little bit of Stella right in the middle of the heart of the bee. And that would get a little glitter in the middle. And then when you open this up, it looks like that. Super, super coolicious. And then let's look at our envelope. So I know that this one right here is the envelope, and I would definitely not pick this side. I would definitely pick this side because it'll match. And what we're gonna do is fold this backwards, and we're gonna put our glue on here. Again, don't go too close to the edge. And then this needs to go like that. When you fold this back, you should catch that, and then you're gonna make sure you're right close to the edge. Grab your paper scissors, and you're just gonna use it to Use the envelope as a guide. I mean, if you do snip on the envelope, it's not going to be the end of the world. Nobody's really going to know. But I do use the envelope. I kind of like butt my scissors right up to it. And then I use it as a guide for cutting. All right. And now watch this. When I shut this, you guys, like that's the outside. Matching. Matchy, matchy. Very cool. All right. It's not so easy. I mean, it's not so hard, guys. It's easy. You just have a 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 like square, and you fold it in half, and then you're set. All right. Perfecto changeo. Now, that one is done, and we can put this guy away and get on to our next card, you guys. We're doing so good. I'm so happy. And happy. So happy. All right, what's next? Oh, we're gonna do Purplicious next. All right, let's get you out of the plastic so there's no glare. And we need another card kit. This guy right here. And I will tell you guys, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. The designer series paper, I keep it all together like this. And I used this piece for a different class somewhere. I said it wrong. I used this piece, these polka dots. They were used for a different class somewhere along the way. And I contemplated using this piece, but it's technically Diane. So I'm actually not going to use it, right? It should be used, but I'm going to show you the versatility of this paper because this piece right here will actually look really nice. And I had extra. It's the back side of, I call this like the hashtag one. I mean, I looked through this whole pack and I had none of the polka dotties left. It's like, it's gone. Like there's nothing. So for me, for mine, I'm okay. I'm going to go forward with a different pattern, but just so you know, you guys have yours cut like that, or you should have yours cut like that. It just goes to show you there's different patterns you can use with this card, and it's all good. It'll all work out. Oh, you're very welcome, Latopia. So we're going to take our bone folder and do the burnishing. Now, because I'm going to be using this piece, I need to do my thing again, my measurements. And it's okay. It's good to hear it twice, I think. So we talked about 1/2, 5 1/8 being 2 9/16, right? So we're going to find 2 9/16, which is right here. And then we're going to go in 1 1/2. So that's what it was, 1 1/2 and 2 9/16. If you don't like to find the 9/16, you could also just take your paper and pinch it, and you'd have like a little crease right there. Okay. Oh, you betcha, Mary. I will make a little note right here too. So I call it FF Stamp-A-Stack for favorite flowers, you guys, and IB Stamp-A-Stack for irresistible blooms, in case you're wondering. All right, so we're gonna find where my pencil mark is here. I know you guys probably did this already, and it's okay if you did. Let me just make sure I got it right there. Okay, I see it. Sometimes the pencil mark gets hidden, and that guy I don't need. And I think it was right there. Okay. Jeannie Parker. Oh, Deb Norman told Jeannie Parker to get back on. So go, Deb Norman. Yay. Awesome. All right. So here's what you guys got. You got that cut in at 1 1/2. Now, how do you do this without ripping it and getting it exactly in the corner? You guys, I would actually pull out my steel rule, not my bone folder. My bone folder has got like a rolled edge to it. I would go with a steel rule, which has more of a straight line. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right to where the corner is here, right there. And I'm going to put it right to where, like right up to it. Don't put it on it. Put it right up to it so that when you do fold it, it's right in the right spot. Okay, so then what you're going to do is like lift this up. And I have some nails, right? If you don't have nails, this is where you could use your bone folder. Kind of crease that up like this. All right, start to bend it. And once it has that bend to it, now is when you can kind of fold it. You got to get it started. And I would definitely now burnish it. Again, I'm going to take my steel rule And make that a little bit bigger. Like it was cut to right there. And I'm gonna put it right on the left side of that corner. I'm not gonna put it on the corner, I'm gonna put it right to the left of it, just so I can see the whole corner. And then I'm gonna put that right to the left of where it's cut. And then again, either use your nails and get that like cut, or you could use the bone folder and get that kind of scored like that. And then that helps you get it right to the corner. And this little bit in the middle kind of does get covered up like that, so no problem there. All right, and then you're gonna burnish the edge like this. That's how I would do that. Now, the corners here, I did definitely pop them up with, I take a dimensional. I like this to look a little bit popped up, so I'm putting a little dimensional right in the corner. And then that will help give it a little bit of height right there. Okay, so, oh man, I don't know if Diane's watching. This is a stamp. It's actually, oh yeah, you guys, let's get that back. That was like zoomed in. This stamp right here is actually from the On the Farm bundle. It says thinking happy thoughts of you. And that's because there's no other stamp in here that really fits right here. So we're gonna improvise and go without stamping it at the moment. And when I go to stamp it, I'm just gonna do it perfect. That's all I can say. So what you would wanna do right now though, you would wanna stamp yours. And so you guys, there's 2 whites here. So that's for your outside. There's 2 purples and there's 2 whites, right? So there's a double matting on the inside. So you have a white and a purple for your inside. And then you have a purple and a white for your outside. Okay, so this white mats right in here like that, and this fits right over it. So this designer paper is pretty much the same size as the white. And what you're gonna wanna do before you get glue happy is you definitely want to stamp your sentiment. And you wanna stamp it in the area that's right here, okay? And I wouldn't glue until you have it stamped. So if you go and you stamp it and you don't like the way you stamped it, this can get pulled off to the side. You can flip it this way and you can set this right back and you can stamp again. Let's say you don't like it. Guys, you get to flip it over now. You get 4 chances to make it right. Not 8, 4. Sorry, I was using both fingers. I mean, both hands. You get 4. So you get here, 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 and here to make it work for you. Okay, which you have 4 options. So I'm going to put mine together and I'm going to stamp something later, which is fine. I'll find a photo polymer stamp or something else that I can see through to do it, but because we're going to keep going. There is a little bit more stamping though. This inside needs a little stamping, and what I've got on the inside is the happy birthday with the little bee again. So let's grab the ink pad here. So this is a really good pad. What is it? From 22. Okay. So you guys, I do put dates on the back of my memento pads just so I know how old they are. All right. So we're going to do happy and then birthday, off centered again. Oh, Diane's watching. Diane, if you have On the Farm stamp set, if you don't worry about it. But if you do, I would take the thinking happy thoughts of you from it. And then you're going to stamp your little bee. Make it look like it's landing right on the Y. Something like that, I'm guessing. Oh, perfect. Okay, I got a little halo. It's okay. If you get a halo, you guys, they make these things called ink erasers. If anybody's not local to me and would like one of these, I get them off of Amazon, but they're $3. I could always put one in with your next class package, like your next card's going out. If you just want to send me $3 and make it easy, you don't have to worry about buying it yourself. And what it does, you just kind of work over the top. You can't do too much because it actually takes off a little bit of the paper, but what it does is it lightens it up so much that you pretty much, it's like more to the naked eye, you don't see it. Okay, so that's an ink eraser. And now we've got purple. So this card is purple and I definitely didn't bring purple markers, you guys, but This girl always is carrying a purple pen with her everywhere she goes. And I'll be honest, I'm just going to use a little bit of my purple pen and color in the flower with a purple pen. All right, so there's that. And then, oh yeah, and I had one right here too. So now I got two of them here. All right, then we're gonna do a little yellow inside of our flower. And we can get a little bit glue happy. I'm gonna get my inside glued in. And we're gonna go like that. Right about there. I don't use Gorgeous Grape a lot, you guys, but this card definitely called for Gorgeous Grape. Chris and I worked on these cards. Oh, I'd like to say it was actually back in January that these cards got designed. It wasn't February, I think it was January, so it's been a while. But when we were laying them out, we wanted 4 different distinct colors to go with the black and the white, just to show the versatility with like the black and white paper. This one, you guys, there's actually that background stamp is on the back of it, just to give it a little texture. So we're gonna go ahead and do that again. I did stamp off, so we're gonna do right in the middle, and I think I might do just some polka dotties over on the side there, because this has some, it looks like dots there. And we also need to use the purple. So you guys, in your kit, you have the white circle. Oh, I did it upside down. No, it doesn't matter. It's okay. We did the white circle. Thanks, Kimberly. Hi, Nadine. In Canada, they are about 19 on Amazon. Makes me crazy. Love the car. Oh, they're 19 on Amazon. Wow, that is crazy. Yeah, so we're lucky that they're only about $3 for us here. Hi, Carmen Sanders. Yes, it was in it was like January before I left for Florida. Was it not, Chris? It was before Florida. Is that crazy? I left for Florida on like the 25th, and I think it was the Monday, Tuesday before. Wow, that was a long time ago. All right, so you guys, you need your complete with white cat hair. I know it's white cat hair because my dad, you guys, if you get anything from me in the mail, my dad actually helps me stamp my return address label on my envelope. So if you get a card from me and it has the return address, my dad stamps it in Gorgeous Grape, and he puts like, this is not a bill, in in yellow, and they have a white cat. And so there were 3 white cat furs on this ink pad because the white cat left her mark, I guess. Oh, that's funny. Okay. It was just Whitey saying I love you. So sponge dauber, you guys, and you're just going to dip it into the Gorgeous Grape ink pad. And these are vellum. So they're already die cut for you. So Tammy cut all these little wings are so fun. They pop right out of the die sheet. Even after many of them, they seem like they were just popping out really good. You're just going to take a sponge dauber. The more ink you add, the darker they're going to get. Hi, Bobby McPherson. And it is vellum, so I will be honest with you, like the ink doesn't dry completely. Like it might smear a little bit yet, so I'm just gonna set it off to the side. But isn't that cool? It made it so it's purple. Purple wings. You can make any color wings that you want, you guys. But definitely wanted purple for one of these cards. I got a purple card. Yay. All right. Then what we can do, this little white circle, it's got the lamb technique all the way around a big circle. And you're going to have to grab your tear-in tape. And let's see here. I'm going to grab shorter like pieces so we can work our way around the edge of the circle. And we definitely are going to need a few because it's all the way around, and then we cover it up once we put the ribbon down. So we're going to make a circle, and I am going to go, it's okay if I go over the edge and part of it's hanging because we can just roll that tear-in tape right back. So we're going to put that one, so it doesn't matter how messy it looks on the back side here. And one more should do us right here. And you know what, just for good measure, we're going to put a little one right there. So I'm going to show you what the back of this looks like. You can see that I've got some that are hanging over the edge. All I'm going to do is just kind of roll them back so that they're not hanging over the edge. Now, I'm gonna prep myself a few more pieces just to have it ready to go. And grab your ribbon. You're gonna work your way around in a circle. So, loopy loopies. All right, and as we get some done, we're gonna cover them up right away. Oh, and of course I start right in the gap right there. So let's go right there. And I'm not making them too big of loops. And as you go around in a circle, we're gonna go back and I'm gonna put some of this over this so they don't come undone on me. So there, so I just put it back over there. And you guys, I didn't cut off. I don't know how much I need actually. And I don't even know if I wrote like 15 inches. I have no idea what I wrote on the tutorial. But to me, I don't cut my ribbon off of the spool always. Like you can see as I'm using it, I cut it off. All right, so there's another little section. So I'm going to cover that up again, just like that. And if you don't like the way it looks, start over. It's really what you like. If you don't even like the look of this, you could just weave ribbon back and forth behind the bee. But I thought that this looked super cool. And then on top, when it gets put on that circle, it's even cooler. And I'm working my way, catching that tear and tape that's already back here. So you got to come down far enough to hit the tear and tape. You look at that. I have a whole big section here. So we're going to put that here. I'm going to put this one here. And I think that should fill that in just like that. Thanks, Nadine. So 4 different ribbon. Okay, so it's the same ribbon, 4 different cards using it 4 different ways, right? Super cool. All kind of like I call this, Kelly helps me out. Her last name is Lamb and she did this all the time. So we call it the Lamb technique, right? But it's just weaving ribbon back and forth. And so look at that. There's the front. Super cool. We're going to add that onto this circle. And you can really see it's really cool. It looks like a metal. And then on the back, it looks like, whoa, that's crazy. All right, so that's what we got for now. 2 things. Like you can either take the tear and tape off and like use it as adhesive to stick to here, or you can let it be like this. And I honestly think what I might do is leave it like it is and because there's actually height there, I'm actually going to put 3 dimensionals right in the middle and use those 3 dimensionals as my popping up mechanism on the purple here. Super cool. Before I do that, I'm going to grab my Stella pen though. And I'm just going to go around the edge of this. Like so. All right, so I got my Stella around the edge, and then I didn't have to worry about doing it after. So then once I get it right in the center, I'm gonna pinch those dimensionals, and that tear and tape is fine just how it was. And so we've got this little medallion looking thing, and that's what's gonna go right here in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this. Let's pretend I stamped what I wanted to stamp. I don't have any dimensionals anywhere else, so we're gonna use liquid glue around the edge of this guy. And you know what we're gonna do? Yep, we're gonna glue it right onto the white piece. Oh, Felina's waiting on Dainty Delights too. Yes, you are not alone. So you guys, if you're waiting on Dainty Delights, the minute that you see that it is available, I would definitely put your order in that day. Just because I have this feeling that within a few days to a week, I have this feeling it's gonna go fast. Like what the inventory they have is gonna go faster. Okay, so this corner right here is not sticking, right? So what I would do for that, just because I don't wanna put liquid glue there, it's gonna ooze out. What I would do is put this little piece of tear and tape right on the edge here. And it's gonna be hanging over slightly, and all you have to do is take it and roll that right back. And now you've got the tear and tape all the way to the corner. So you can see here, it's pulling back because there's no adhesive on the corner like that. And so we're gonna put the adhesive along the straight edge there, and it's hanging over. You can see it's hanging over, and that's okay. Because when you take this, you're gonna fold it right back, and then you can fold it right back, and now you've got it all the way secure to the corner, and now it's not gonna pop back. And so now if you need to trim any designer paper, like let's say you cut it a hair too big, you can always take your scissors and trim off anything that you need to, if you need to. Like that was hardly anything. It was just this teeny tiny little hair. And it wasn't, it was paper really. All right, now this is gonna go on to our gorgeous grape mat. And if anybody does end up ordering or needing to order the Dainty Delight and you wanna get it from me, that bundle, if you get that bundle through me using my current host code, you can earn a free class with me, a class that's offered for free. So like my monthly card class is offered, my sweet card class, my Let's Just Stamp. So the monthly class that's coming up for the month of March, this is coming up in a couple weeks, you guys. This is the monthly class. So you could get this class for free with a $45 order. Let's Just Stamp is coming up, I think next week, the 13th. So this is a class you could also get free with a $45 order. The Bay by the Bay, you guys, is coming up the following week. This is a class you could get free with a $45 order. So my monthly card class, my sweet card class, which is this one, and my Let's Just Stamp, those 3 class series are always classes you can get free with an order. And then sometimes there's ad hoc classes that I do, like a catalog launch party, or if you want, like there was sale-a-bration hoorah rah. So there's other classes too. We do have one more that I need to show you guys. I think I have like 5 spots left. The Scenic Garden, you guys. I had put an email out yesterday that I had 11 of this left, 11 classes left. Now I'm down to 4 or 5. I don't know exactly. I think 7 people signed up though since yesterday with orders already. So with this class, it is called Scenic Garden, these 4 cards. And in addition, with the class, you get the host set that was available during sale-a-bration. So you get the stamp set, and the kit looks like this. You get an eighth of a pack of the designer paper. So you get 1 6x6 of each, and then you get your 4 card kits. So this is what I have. This is kitted up, ready to go. So this is up for grabs. So I think I have 5 left of this class. This one's coming up on March 20th. I'm going to be doing some watercoloring with you guys on these cards. So that's another one that you could get free now. You could get free up until, I have it through March 8th or while supplies last. We need to stamp a bee though, you guys. I just realized that that's going to go there. We've got our wings ready. Now you have this piece of white. We need one more black bee. So let's grab the chamois because we had a razzleberry last. So Scenic Garden is a free class. The other one is Rose's technique class. So Rose and I do a collaboration with a technique class. I just published it, you guys, this morning, I think. So if you go to my website and you go to cardsbychrisb.com and you go to the 21st of March, I gotta flip it this way. I don't have the actual physical cards at the moment. They are not made. Rose has them made. And so if you go here, you can see she's featuring the Sweet Citrus, and she teaches the class on the 21st, and it's 3 different cards. So this is another class with a $50 order through March 10th. You get this one, and all the details are in here. So, I have by 3/8. It's actually 3/10. We switched it to be the 10th of the month. So you can order between the 1st and the 10th to get the technique class. So that's another one you can get free with an order. So there's like 5 classes in March that you could get free with orders at the moment. And then the Stamp-A-Stacks and ink, paper, scissors are product-based class that you can't get free with order, but you can pay for them. All right, so we're gonna stamp, you have another little section of this paper, you guys, and you're gonna need to stamp another little bee in Memento Black. And I'm gonna shut that before I get my arm in it. All right, so there's our Bee-licious. And we're going to cut this off and run that through. Save that right there. And our die is right here. If anybody says to me, oh, I want to take your technique class, but I'd like to order the Dainty Delight and it's not there till the 13th, can I still do that? Yes, you guys, of course. I'm okay with you after the fact. So like it was between March 1st and the 10th, but if it's the 13th and you've registered and, you know, that's fine. I'm okay with it's always after, but if you like tried to place an order on the 28th for it, like, then no, because it's not, you know, it's in the month that it needs to be for the technique class. All right, so, and I think I've got maybe 11 signed up and I'm planning for 16. So I've got about 5 more spots for the technique class. All right, I think that might be it for our die cutting for tonight. And you guys, again, I usually have the magic of TV, but this way you get to see the die cutting in action. You want to make sure if you're new to die cutting, you have a smooth side and then there's a side that has a ridge. That little ridge is what cuts. That ridge is what needs to be down on the paper. All right, so let's look at this. We need to get some of the stuff glued. I'm pretty sure I did that with a dimensional. All right, so this would be a great time to use your black dimensionals if you have them, you guys. This whole class, because of all the black and white in it, the black dimensionals look like they are hidden behind there. All right, so let's put our circle down. And again, you will have your sentiment stamped over here. And then the B, I popped up. Oh man, I got, okay, we're gonna grab this one. And right here, now the wings hang off the side. So I did not, actually guys, look what I did. I have it at double stack and I never even took the backing off of it, ha ha ha. So there's our, and I did the same on this side. I never took the, there. So I did a double stack because of, it's actually like almost 2 and it's 2 already. So I'm just gonna leave it like I have it. I'm gonna put a little bit of liquid glue through the middle and take these guys off so I don't forget them. And I have it, I'm gonna roll my wings so that they're kind of going up like this, and I've got it at an angle in the middle there. And I would use a glue dot on here for this one. Now, what are we doing on Thursday night? So hopefully Thursday night you guys were back in the hive. I said my electricians are coming on Wednesday morning at 9. So you might see me tomorrow doing a live again. Like, everything looks like it's running pretty smoothly. I do want to get done tomorrow if I can. I want to do the Wreath of Blooms with you guys. So this one is the Wreath of Blooms kit. I want to get this one done hopefully tomorrow. So I'm going to try to come back over here to Diane's house tomorrow to do that one. What we're doing on Thursday night is this little sale-a-bration celebration party, and we're going to make this book together. All right, so I'm going to teach you how to do that. So that's coming up on Thursday. If you didn't earn a spot, it's okay. You can still watch the live, you guys. No problem whatsoever. Wow, I think that might have been it for this card. So again, I need to go back and stamp something right here. And then my gems, I put a big one in the middle here. And then I have 2 up here and 2 down here. And that's what I got for this guy. Again, I'll stamp some little sentiment on the side there. You want a more like taller vertical sentiment than a wide one. So, all right, so let's get this put down. Did you get mine today? So Penny Powell, I got your check today. I called and I left you a voicemail. Yes. So I needed to talk to you about your Let's Just Stamp Beauty of the Earth class. So, well, tomorrow, if you have a minute, give me a call back, or listen to the voicemail and let me know what you are seeing. All right. So the other thing too, you guys, I have to make up this class from Friday. I was not able to go live on Friday. I have the Memories and More class it's scheduled for Friday at 3:30, right before I have people rolling in for the retreat. Yep, I did that to myself. So we're going to start at 3:30, and hopefully by 5:30, we're through the Memories and More cards. And then I've got at 6 o'clock people coming in for the retreat. All right, so let's see what this last card entails here. Yeah, the book is really cool. I had class on Saturday with 4 people that were there, and we made the book, and it was a good little learning experience for me. So I am on track for what we're doing on Friday. Let's go back though, you guys. We missed a step here. This is the purple one. No, I did it backwards. So hang on. So this, I got Diane's envelopes mixed up. So this goes over here. And That goes there. And now we're on to Merlot. This is hers. This is the gorgeous grape one, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, okay. You guys, we want to do the envelope, right? Because I've been doing that on all of them so far. All right, so let's think about this. Did I do... No, this one is the polka dots. That goes... I've just confused myself. Oh man, I did it the opposite. Okay, it's okay. So she didn't have... Yeah, that one's right. That one's right. What did I just... This guy goes with the purple one. This one. Okay, I'm back on track. Okay, so we're going to put the envelope. You guys, I wanted to do all the envelopes. No. Flowers? Yeah, flowers. I think flowers are soft and pretty. We're going to do the flowers, and we're going to do this other envelope. My goal was with all 4 of these cards tonight, I wanted to show you how cool it was to do the envelope flaps. Because I don't generally do them with you, but with this one, it's super cool. Because you guys have your paper. You have your designer paper. You could easily cut and do your envelope flaps to make the envelopes match the cards. All right, so then you're going to grab your scissors. Trim there. There's not as much to trim off here. You could actually probably get by leaving it, but we're going for the cut since we're already started. And get right there. There we go. All right, so we've got that envelope matching with, hang on, purple card right here. Okay, so that matches. Very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. All right, last card. This is for Diane. All right, last card is the Merry Merlot. Oh. That song, you know. The flower, and we have the hashtaggy paper. And I need to grab the flower. So I've got that, and we're gonna do a little coloring together, you guys. All right, so that's garbage. And let's see here, there's an envelope, can go there. On this kit, you guys will have a white piece for the outside. You have a little bee in here, another little bee. You have double matting. On the inside is black with white. And we cut this for our envelope, which we will do. And we should have the hashtaggy paper, which, let's see, I'll grab this one. Nope. Must be this one. Let's try this one. Okay, that's that one. So just you guys, the white pieces in your kits are not the same size. I repeat, they are not the same size. The white that was on top of the black was for your inside, and the bigger white one is for your outside. It's actually like 5 5/16 times 4 1/16. And if you want to see just a little bit more white, because this is not enough white for you, just grab your trimmer and test it out and like cut a little more off. So like I should say test it out, and then you can always cut a hair more. Like let's say you want just a little more white showing, just cut that little hair off. And like really, you guys, this is all I took off of there, just a little bit. And now let's just see what it looks like. Hi, Holly Pablo. There, so now I got just a little bit more white showing, and I'm good with that now. All right, so that is for our outside. Here's our flower for here. It's the same flower. Oh, it's actually a little bit different. So it should, oh, you know what I had to do? I had to cut it. All right, I just realized that. So when you guys look at this card right here, that is actually cut. I cut that branch off because otherwise it was hanging off the card. Now, if you like and you want to save it, you could put it somewhere else on the card, and we'll do that afterwards. We'll color it and then we'll see. Okay, so you guys, there are markers that are Blackberry Bliss. And I think I only bought the dark one. Blackberry, hi Yvette Smith, Blackberry Bliss matches the Merry Merlot just fine. And then I brought Daffodil Delight as well for the insides of the flowers. So there's dark and there's light. When you buy blends, they come in a pair. And I just stuck right now with the darks for all these. So there's, if you want to do another coat to get them a little bit darker, you can always do another coat. I do have the dark. Oh, you guys, I actually grabbed Light Mango Melody. Huh, interesting. Daffodil works. Saffron could work. But I'm going to add a little more there. I did end up grabbing the light and the dark olive before I left, just to do a little two-tone. I will tell you guys, I will be completely honest with you, Carissa colored this. She's a fabulous colorer, and you can see she did two-tone with the light and the dark olive. We'll see if I can do mine as nice as hers. We'll see. But I did not do the magic of TV with you guys because I wanted to show you the process of actually coloring this, because when the magic of TV is done all the time, you don't get to see the process. And so I know it might take a little bit to go through and color these, but I think it's good to see it from start to finish. So what I'm doing, I have my dark old olive, and what I'm coloring are the darker areas of this paper. And be careful not to color any of your flowers because they should be the color of the purple. And over the dark area is what I'm using. So let's go see if I can zoom in a little bit. You guys can see a little bit better. All right, so there's this dark area of the paper, and that's what I'm coloring. So you guys, if you were worried that you needed to have this, thanks Dan, this stamp set for the card, it's not a stamp set even. It's part of the designer series paper that actually came in your kit. And all you need to do is color however you want. So I'm finding these darker sections of the paper that are kind of shaded black. In that case, I went up the vein a little bit more. This one too, I'm gonna start at the bottom, work my way up. And then it's like, inevitably, you miss a leaf, right? Because you could go in through and color the whole thing, and then it's like, oh yeah, there's another leaf. And we might find that. Oh, yep, here's another one. See? You can go round and round and round in circles, and then you'll find another one. So for now, that's it for the dark. Now what I do for the light is I go over the whole thing. So not just the dark area, I mean the uncolored area. I try to go over the light area. I'm sorry, I'm so like in tune of where I'm coloring that I'm not thinking about what I'm saying. I go over the dark area as well as the light area, and that helps to blend it together. So this is really going to show you, is this even, it's like Granny Apple. Oh, that's so funny. It's good. We're all good. So apparently I didn't grab light and dark old olive, you guys. I grabbed light Granny Apple green and dark old olive. Hi, Tammy Steckling. And it's okay. I can always, when I go home, I can always grab the light old olive and go over the top of it, and it'll look just fine. That's what's so awesome about blends, is you can go over it and it blends it so smoothly and so nicely. I gotta remember to do these little sections up here because those are actually green as well. The Granny Apple looks good with it though. Like it really shows the contrast, kind of cool, like where the beans are darker. The other thing you can do is go over them again, and it helps them to blend a little bit more. Okay, so we got leaves over here. When I get home though, I can always use my Granny Apple. There's a leaf in here, I think there is. Yep, there is. This goes like this. I'm looking at here, there's a leaf right there in the middle. Let's look at that guy. I feel like there's a leaf right there. And there's some over here. Like this.
Do you want it?
Do I want the, oh yeah, I would take light. Thank you so much. Awesome. Okay, so I phoned a friend, you guys. You didn't even know I made a phone call. And miraculously, look, old olive light appears to me. So I'm gonna finish the light Granny Apple on this just to have consistency throughout. And let's see here, those are so when you think you're done, you go back and you look and see what you missed. There's a little leaf over here. Look at that, he's hiding. Okay, so this is what it looks like with Granny Apple. with Old Olive. That looks kind of cool. Let's go right there. Looks nice. But now I'm going to go and use the light Old Olive that Diane just brought me. And we're going to blend it even more. It might tone down the granny a little bit, and it will look super cool. So you've got a nice little base of the granny, and just like that. Yeah, it brings it all together. So this is a perfect example of where I would use a light and a dark blend to give you that two-tone. We're gonna do a little over here. You can see what it's doing is it's softening. It's softening the lightness of the granny apple, which is perfectly fine. So this is where it goes to show you, like, whatever green colors you have at home will be perfectly fine. If you have blending, or so to say, watercolor pencils, that would work too. So I'm gonna do one more coat, right, on those guys. See, there you go. So we got some foliage, the green's going. All right, so we're gonna put these back over here. And then I've got the blackberry. So I'm gonna do the whole thing. This is another one where if I would have brought my light, if Diane's listening, she might come back down with the light. So for right now, I'm going to do the middle areas. And it's so weird, this Blackberry Bliss, you would think that it would be more purple like the marker, but when you actually color, it really matches Mary. It really brings out the Mary Merlot. It really does. So we're gonna color these. So you have on your on your markers, you have a tip that's a brush tip and a fine point tip. So I've been using the brush tip with this. People ask, can you refill these markers? No, not that I know of. These are a permanent type marker that you can't use your refills, your ink refills in these, because those are water-based refills, not alcohol. When you color on this is designer series paper that you're coloring on, and it's already printed. But if you were going to be using an ink pad, the ink pad that you want to use for stamping with blends is the Memento. Memento is water-based, and your blends are alcohol-based. So that if you used like a StazOn with the alcohol, so like permanent and permanent, it will bleed. Just like if you use watercolored pencils with water, with Memento, which is water-based, it's gonna bleed all over. So when you use watercolor pencils, it's recommended to use StazOn ink to stamp. So when you're using blends like this, you want to use water, the Memento here, water-based. Okay, see, I'm just going and coloring all the way around. I decided I'm just going to go for the glory here and do it all. So we're just going to go like this. And you want to just be careful with your marker tips. Not that you press really hard and wear them out, because once a marker tip is worn, it's pretty much worn. So you want to be very gentle with them.
I brought a daffodil too.
Oh, did you? Look at that. All right. Look at her. Okay.
Rich
thank you.
raspberry,
All right.
daffodil.
Okay, very cool.
You good?
I'm good. Thank you so much.
All right.
Yeah. So let's grab here some. So if I wanted this daffodil, you guys, this is darker. You could go right over the top of the daffodil, or like I had the light mango, and you could actually make them a little darker, and it's okay to do the color over the top. Oh, so Holly just said she has to put a couple drops of alcohol in hers to refresh it. So it sounds like you can refresh it. Now, I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. Raspberry is actually a retired color. I don't know why, maybe because it's very similar to the blackberry. There is going to be a color refresh. A color refresh is coming. We will find out more in the coming weeks. But there is a light raspberry, which is about the equivalent of the dark sorry, I said that wrong. There's a light blackberry, which is the equivalent of the dark one. So what I'm going to show you here is I put the dark at like the base, and then what I'm going to do is use the light. And that's really almost the same color. So I'm guessing that is probably why they really got rid of the raspberry. It's because it was so similar. Yeah. But that's what you can do. It's like two-tone kind of, where it's a little bit lighter and then darker. All right, so you guys are going to have to bear with me. Oh, look at that. I even missed a green spot. Look at that. See? I told you. When you think you're all done, then you miss the spot. And I'm going to actually draw that all the way down. Okay, we're getting there. So this is now where I flip my marker to the fine tip end and use that. Lean said that the bee stamp set is amazing. I definitely agree. When I saw that, I was so excited because, you know, the Be Happy Stampers. We always need bee stamps in our lives. All right, so I switched over to the fine tip end on this. Again, I know in the beginning, you guys, when it was buffering, it was probably hard to catch everything. I did tell you guys that I did, and some of you might have missed it, I do have extra of this class available. I think I had about 8 sets of cards, like the kits, ready to go. Mom and I kitted up, I think, for 68, and we're at 60, I think. So if anybody still wants to get in on this class, it's available. And if you're watching the replay, most likely it will be available by next week too. When I have that many left over, they don't go away that fast. All right, so now we're rounding here. Hi, Sandy Wicklander. Not too late. What? Oh, 2 hours and 11 minutes. Yeah, we're getting a little late, but it's okay. We have, when ink, paper, scissors, we cut the designer series paper. So I feel like we've got another 20 minutes of class left, you guys. Oh, look at that. I missed a yellow inside. So let's get that one pulled in. Let's see here. This goes over here. I love these 5-pointed flowers a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. They remind me of a picture I have hanging in my craft room, actually. You guys, I was married at one point, many, many, many years ago, like 20. And my ex-husband, but he was my husband at the time, he liked to draw. And it was like therapy for him, painting. And he painted me a portrait of purple flowers that are 5-pointed flowers in a pot. And I do actually have it hanging up in my craft room because it's really pretty. And so that's what this flower right here, these flowers remind me of that picture. Because it's really fun to draw. They're like that and like that. You know what I mean? So that the flower is really cool. Like, I got good at drawing them too. And then the last ones I always have a hard time with. But yeah, something like that. And then you have your circle. Yeah. So, and it's purple flowers. And you know I love me my purple flowers. I'm still trying to debate if this is what that is back there. I think it's actually a leaf. So let's grab that leaf really quick. I think this guy is a leaf right there. And then I think I missed a yellow inside of a flower right there. So it's hard to see it until you start coloring everything. Let's see. Now this guy over here, there's flowers here up to here. And we are going to end up cutting off over here. So I'm going to get this guy right here yet. And this one, I think we're going to cut off the rest. Oh, but you know what we talked about? I'm going to color them anyways because we might find a little spot to sneak them in. All right, just like that. Okay, that was a lot of coloring. I do admit that. But I could have had a little section of it done, but now you see the process. So you've got that ready to go. Now what you're going to want to do is cut this around this little edge right here and around that. So you need to cut this little guy off. Okay. All right, let's zoom that back out. And we're going to Stella this little guy right here. I have so many kits waiting for you to do when you get home. It will be nice to get back to crafting. Yes, I definitely agree, Feline. All right. let's see here. There's a recipe out there with so many drops of re-inker to do so many jobs of 90% for light and dark, but have never had to try it. Okay, so yes, you guys are coming out and saying that you can fill. Oh, look at this. I'm going to definitely Stella. I'm staying in the red area though. Yeah, so there are, what I'm hearing, you guys, I've never refilled a blend in my life. I'll be honest with you. I would rather just buy a new set, because generally my tips will wear out in a class before they go dry on me. So I'm just catching all of the flowers, you guys, with my Stella pen. So I've just, for $9, I just buy another set. But again, if you want to like Google or look up what Penny Powell was just talking about, there's a recipe out there. You could definitely check out that recipe. I don't have it, you guys, but you could definitely look it up yourself and see once if you could add the redroppers to it, or add the rubbing alcohol to it. Oh, that turned out really nice. Okay, I love it. Let's glue our little bee here. So I'm gonna just grab, oh, you might need to pop out any of the, like if your little bee has a little part there hanging out, you could definitely pop that out. And oh, Holly mentioned it too. She's put a couple of drops of alcohol in to refresh it. So it must work. You guys are saying it works. I just don't know. I've never done it. I don't mind putting rubbing alcohol in my Stella pen, but I don't take the time to do my blends. Oh, I didn't want to put too much glue on this guy. I'm only doing the middle section because I'm only gonna glue his body down, and then I'm gonna have his wings kind of free. That's what I was thinking. So that fits right over the top, and then again, I'm gonna kind of take the little wings and kind of roll them back like that. All right. Okay, we can get a little, let's stamp a little bit more. So the happy birthday, you guys, you have this much left right here. Thanks, Diane. You have this much left here. And what you're gonna need to do is stamp happy birthday again. So we got birthday there, and don't worry about where you stamp it. You're gonna cut it out basically. And we can put the happy right there. And all you're gonna do is grab your paper scissors and just cut around. And you don't have to be exactly perfect. That's what is nice about this. You're just gonna go right around it, and you're just gonna glue it right onto the front of that flower. That flower is so big, and you wanna fill it up a little bit with some words on the outside. So we got happy, and then this, you guys, you could save this and use it for something else, right? Other scraps that you might need for something. I just realized that, Diane, you don't have to bring it if you're listening. You don't have to bring it. The sentiment that I have on the inside here, you guys, is from a set that's called Flowering Tulips. Or Flowering Fields. I think Flowering Fields. Oh, Cindy Runtree says, thanks to Diane for sharing her home and extra supplies for tonight's class. Yes. Thank you, Diane. She took one for the team tonight, and her husband too. So no one deserves a happier birthday than you. You guys, that's the perfect sentiment for in here. And then you can put the little bee on it. That's from Flowering Fields, I believe. I didn't happen to bring it, and that's okay. I can always stamp my inside later, or whoever gets this card as their prize can always stamp it later. What I will do, though, for now is I'm going to glue this down onto our white piece here. The bigger of the two white pieces. And then this, you could pop this up if you wanted, guys, or you could glue it flat, whatever you want. It's almost out. It's in the red, so I have to go. All right, Mary Carls, we'll catch you later. Very cool. All right, Mary Carls, just to let you know too, in case your phone died, but in case you're still listening, I have your Let's Just Stamp card kits ready to go, and I will give them to Mom tomorrow. So she'll take them home with her tomorrow for you to pick up. All right, so what did we do for ribbon on this one? Yep, we did crazy ribbon on this one too, guys. So grab your tear and tape, and there's a little section back here that has ribbon. So over here, there's a section back here. So it's this little opening here. So we're gonna put some tear and tape like that. And then there's some tear and tape back in this proximity over here. So we're gonna put a little tear and tape like that. All right, then let's get one section done at a time. Teamwork makes the dream work. It sure does. All right, then this, I've got a big loop. It's a big one, you guys. Like, it goes like this. You can see how big that is. It's actually filling up that whole space right there, coming back and catching here, and then it's coming right back out like that. And grab your ribbon scissors and trim that. And you can have that little guy kind of coming out right like that. All right, so we are going to put a little tear and tape right over the top to hold that so it doesn't come undone later in life. And then pick these guys off. Might as well do both right away. Just like that. And then we're gonna do, I'm just looking. Okay, over here we've got a loop on the top. So 2 loops, just like that. 2 scoops of Raisin Bran, right? 2 loops. And then the tail comes out right there. You can have it even coming in front of that leaf if you want. And grab your tear and tape and help secure it. So we've got a little coming out over there. And we're gonna need one more piece of tear and tape here. And this is going to come out this bottom section here. You make a little loop and then a tail. You can even bring that to come in front of the leaf if you want to see it more. But I'm gonna put that tear and tape on the back like that. You guys, lots of loops and tails for this one. Trim that. I think that's it. So we've got a little ribbon back there, a little ribbon there, a little ribbon right there. Then what I did is I put dimensionals. So I got that guy needs to go. We're gonna put dimensionals on the outer proximity, outer areas. So we've got reaching those outer tentacles here. And I'm gonna put liquid glue then in the middle area. So you get those. That's where the black ones come in handy again, because they'll kind of blend right in. If you're looking at it from the side, because that designer paper is so dark, you're looking at it from the side, it'll blend right in. Then I'm gonna put a little liquid glue right in the middle section there. And it goes right onto our card front here. And it should fit in there now because you cut off that little extra little flower section. If you want to use this somewhere on the card, you could tuck it in and just put it right there maybe. I threw away the other one over there, but if you end up cutting that off and wanting to use it, you just, thanks Latokia, you just gotta put a little glue. I put a dimensional on the outer end and then glue, and then that can tuck right in there. And you wouldn't even know that it wasn't there, right? And then let's see here, this, I'll pull that little tail so it's kind of hanging out. Like that, there you can see it more. So there, that little ball, like bouquet area can go right there. All right, so you got the outer edges popped up, the inside is kind of flat, and then you have the happy birthday. And that, I'm just gonna flip those over and run a little line of glue right there and there. And I don't have them straight. I actually have them kind of cockeyed. And they fill up that little gap that's right here. And yep, you're gonna cover up some flowers, but that's okay. So that's gonna go there. And this birthday's gonna kind of go right there. All right, make sure that they stick nice. And then our little bee, I did keep the bee flat. I'm pretty sure I did, yep. And we're gonna put a little bit of glue right through his body area. And then little bee is looking for the center of the flower here, like that. And, oh, so pretty. You know, so when you first, if you even have this perfectly penciled paper, you might look at that big flower. So this sheet, I'll just show you guys. The sheet looks like, I think I have plenty of this one left over, because I've never really used it. So the sheet really looks like this. So if you get a 12 by 12, like the whole pack. So you guys, I had to cut yours all by hand up the middle, and then I had to cut it into sections to fit it into your bag, right? But there are 4 flowers. So had I cut it at 6 and by 6, each of the 4 flowers would have been completely like wrecked, right? So by cutting it the way I did, it allowed for you guys to get that whole flower to put on the front of this card. But if you have this paper at home and you didn't even know what to do with this flower, color it, cut it out, and put it on the front of a card. It takes up the whole card almost. It's so cool. And here, even that one, you think it might not be good, you could use that and have it come out the bottom of the card, or like have it be a sideways, like have it coming out the side of the paper, you know, and use those end pieces and make another bouquet with it. So pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, let's find where you belong and put you home back in here. All right, so there's something to do with your big flowers. Now, the embellishments. All right, I've got 2 over here, 1 there, 2 there, and on the inside again, you guys, this is from Flowering Fields, just memento, and a little bee on there, and that's what I've got for you there. Now again, I'm gonna wait to stamp mine, or I might just give it like out like this, so that whoever wins this card can stamp whatever they want on the inside. So I think I might not even, what I'll do is I'll glue the black in so that it's in there. For ink, paper, scissors, you guys generally always double mat so that you see a color behind the white inside. All right, and then this, whoever wins this, I'm not gonna glue it in, but whoever wins it can stamp whatever they want. And then, oh, it's so pretty. I think this is my favorite one out of all 4 of them for tonight. It's pretty. All right, so I'm gonna bring all these guys in so you can see what we made tonight. So in case you joined us late and you missed some of these, you guys, once I hit the end button, you'll be able to catch the replay. You shouldn't have any problems. I know for the first 10 minutes of the video, if you caught me live, we were buffering and it cleared itself out completely and it hasn't been buffering at all. Feline, yes, you want an ink eraser on your next. I'm gonna put eraser so I don't question what ink is. All right. So these were the 4 cards, you guys. Again, if you want to get this class from me tonight, I still have availability for this class. There is plenty left. Yeah. What is your favorite? I always like to ask you guys, did you have a favorite? Like this one's cool because it's a different fold. I've never done a fold like this for a class. This one I've done a fold like this for class. So that one wasn't really like that new to me. But maybe you've never seen them. Yeah, but they were so fun, so fun. All right. All right, so we've got the 4 cards. We successfully had a class. We made 4 cards. Like, that is always amazing. I'm always happy with that. I just want to show you something, too. Diane was over last week. I haven't finished these. We got them started, but we left them at a point where I needed to finish them. So, again, you guys, the lighting's going to be crazy here a little bit. But we worked on the gnomes class. So there is an order-based only class coming up in early April. I think it's April 3rd or 4th. It's called Friendly Gnomes. There's 4 cards, and Diane and I sat last week and we worked on them. We've got them pretty much like 75% done, but they're not done, right? But I'm going to share them with you because I like to show you guys the process of starting to work on it. So as you guys tell me what your favorite card is, I'm going to show you another upcoming class. Oh, Diane said Merlot. Linda says the yellow. Yay. Okay, good. I'm going to show you the gnomes class, what we kind of have that we're working on. They're not done though. Again, you guys, I spent 10 hours of my life in the last 5 days working on stupid internet issues and not making cards. And so I feel like I'm behind on the designing, but I'm going to share with you what I have. And Tammy says the big one's her favorite, the big flower. Cool. All right, so this looks like nothing at the moment, but let me just show you what we've got going on here. This one's almost done. I just have to find a little sentiment for this little circle. I'm going to find a little baby sentiment for it. And so we've got, so again, this is Friendly Gnomes. Oh, Judy says they're all gorgeous. Sarah Mitchell sent you an email today wanting to purchase the Irresistible class. Awesome, Sarah. Awesome, awesome. I'll make a little note here too, just so I make sure I look for it. Now, I.B. Mitchell, and then I.B. Stamp a Stack. Got it. Okay, so again, we've got the Friendly Gnomes. So if you don't have the gnomes, you'll get a piece of white paper and you'll be able to put whatever you want for your own stamps at home in it. But again, this class features the Friendly Gnome stamp set, which I don't know if I brought it with me. It's at home. I'll probably up on my design desk. And so a little sentiment will go there. So this is one card. And again, you guys can color your gnomes however you want to, but like the die cutting, embossing, the little mushrooms will be die cut for you. The little circle will be die cut, and the bow will be made for you. I promise I will make your bows for you. Nothing's been embellished yet either. Because that's one card. This one, that's where the little squirrel comes in. There was a little squirrel right here. All right, so this one, I haven't colored the mushroom yet. I was working on that. I was like, what color do I color the mushroom? So the little dude here, he's going to be hanging out right over here in front of his little mushroom house. And then there's going to be a little squirrel boy over on the side. And again, the mushroom needs to get colored something. I got to figure out like crumb cakes and pool party, something. And then once those are colored, they'll go on here. And again, if you don't have the stamp set, you'll get this deckled rectangle, white, and you could stamp whatever you want on it. And you'll get a piece, you'll probably get a quarter sheet of white paper, you guys, that will fit all your gnomes on it, okay? Or whatever size white you need. All right, so then this opens up like this, and then it opens like that, and we've got a little mushroom house on the inside. So, so that's another card to share with you guys. So then, if you were watching my showcase last Friday, like a week and a half ago, not this Friday, but it was the previous Friday, I did a swap card showcase. Wendy Lee did 2 cards that featured bookmark type things, and we went for it, you guys. So Diane and I came up with this for one of your bookmark cards. So this is a pocket right here, right? So your die cutting will be done for you. Your cloud will be punched out. Your paper will look just like that, and then you'll get a bookmark. And you're going to be able to put your little gnome. I haven't colored her hat. I don't know what color to color her hat, you guys. I got stumped. I'm like, what color should I make her hat? I thought about making it pool party because that would match some of the grass. And then your little bookmark is going to fit right in here. And so it's like a card bookmark. And so whoever you give this to will get a little bookmark. And so there's gnome one better than you. And then you can always stamp a sentiment on the backside and write your love note on the backside. So I think that's one of my favorites, is this little cloud with the little gnome card. And then this is the other book card that Wendy Lee had done. And we haven't finished this one yet. It's close. So you got a little love gnome on the inside here. And then what happens is this little piece comes out, and you are going to slice the little, like the designer paper. And then this, so on the back, it has gnome, sweet gnome. It says love you. And then that fits right in here like that. And you've got a little gnome with a heart. I haven't finished coloring them. You guys, when it comes to coloring gnomes, it's not my cup of tea. I'm okay, but I was like, I don't know what color gnomes are. So, but I got to color his little shoes and make his little hat a color. And so, this then will have some ribbon wrapped around it right here. And then that's going to go right on the front of the card like this. So these are our 4 gnomes cards that are 75% done. I'd say closer to 80, maybe even. Like the base of the card is pretty much done. It's just the finishing of the coloring of the gnomes, and then embellishing. So yeah, so in case you were wondering, that class is, I think it's the first Tuesday in April. Again, this is only free with an order. So it's a $30 order if you're doing porch pickup, or it's a $45 order if you are doing wanting mailed. And again, this is going to be very similar to the Scenic Garden, where you're going to get the designer series paper. You're going to get 6 sheets of designer series paper that are 6 by 6, and you get to use them on your cards. So super cool. So you'll get a little designer paper extra. All right, so that is the gnomes, and it is the order-based only class for the quarter. And then you guys, I just looked over here. I have some Happy Mail I want to share with you guys. You like the last, you guys are really liking the Merlot one the best. That's good. I like that one too. Yes, you guys, so that is the challenge. So if you like those gnome cards, just know you get the kit that has all the pieces that are die cut. The only thing that isn't done is stamping, right? So the gnomes, you'll get probably just like the B class tonight, you'll get a quarter sheet of white paper. I'll make sure that it fits all the gnomes appropriately. And then what you would do is, if you don't have the gnomes, what could you use in place of the gnomes, right? And so that's where I always love to challenge you. Like if you hate gnomes, but you like the cards, like besides the gnomes, you could still get the class and swap out for something else that you have at home that would work, right? That's where I love to challenge you guys. Like, what do you have that could work? Yeah, it was fun designing the cards. So it's always a challenge. I always have, when I have a plan, like I want to use 6 pieces of designer paper and on 4 cards, how do we map that out? And the gnomes each got to get used twice. Like, so there's a strategy to when we design the cards. And so it's always fun when the challenge is, when we're done with it and we've met the challenge. All right, you guys, I want to show you some Happy Mail I got too. So this one is from my gal in Hawaii. Gwen Goda sent this to me. It says, gone from your side, but not from your heart. And it has some of that ombre paper with a black cat in the front. It says, with heartfelt sympathy for the loss of your beloved companion. So that was from Gwen. It came all the way from Hawaii. I love it. This one is from Miss Laurel Smagwick. She's going to be doing bingo with me for Easter. The world needs more of you. And I signed her up for bingo. So that's from Laurel. Yay, with a little pretty bird on it. This one is from Miss Ann Bellinger. I love it. I saved it because I wanted to show you guys how she decorated her envelope flap here. You can see that she matched the paper. She gave me a bee card. I love it, Ann. You've given me so many bee cards. I like it. So she has such a perfect little... So this is, you guys, Queen Bee. Look at, did you notice that Ann used the Queen Bee set here? And she used that die here, that little honeycomb die. And she's got it coming out the back of behind the bee here. And this one, it's like a little bow, and then it opens up like this. And so she's got the ribbon wrapped around it. Super cool. And so we'll tie this back up. And I like how she has her tails long enough that you can make another little bow. All right, so there's that one from Ann Bellinger. And then this one comes to us from Sharon Davis. And she's got the little frosty polar bear that was from the sale-a-bration paper from last year with one of those snowflakes. And a little thank you card. And some of these gems that were from, oh man, the annual catalog 2 years ago. Or last year, I don't remember. It's with the flower, there were flowers. Okay. There was peach, and then there was soft succulent. I can't remember the name of the sweet. But yes, there we go. We've got some Happy Mail to share with you guys. All right. Since I know that things are rocking and rolling with the internet, we are going to do... Oh, we didn't finish this. Hang on one second. We're going to finish this. This is the last card, doing the envelope. So then we can say we've got all 4 of the envelopes done, you guys. I almost forgot to do this. So, that got a little thick. So we're going to just spread it out a little. All right, and then put that right up into the fold. And we're gonna get this one put on here. And that one will match the last card that we did. So let's grab our paper scissors here. Look at that. When we think we're done, we're not, but we're close. All right, let's cut this off over here. Oh, I started to go crooked. So since the internet is working really good for the uploading, you guys, we haven't had any buffering whatsoever. I was getting worried in the beginning that we would have issues, but since everything's going good, we're going to do our drawings tonight. We're going to go through and do all of our drawings that we need to do. So look at this, you guys. So that one matches with that one. So that was super cool about this. All these designer papers were the right size that you could do your envelope flaps and have it perfect. So, all right. So that goes with that one. That goes with that one. I got these go with this for Diane. And then, oh, actually, it's this one right here. This one right here. Oh, look at me getting organized. All right, and then this one right here. Awesome. Making it clean again. All right, then let's grab our sheet here. So, our book. Okay. So we're going to do door prize, you guys. So I have everybody numbered for the door prize for tonight. So how I do my door prizes is everybody who signed up for this class is in on the door prize drawing because everybody paid the same amount to take this class, either with or without shipping, right? So everybody's going to go into this one. And right now I have 60 people that were signed up for this class. So we're going to do a random number generator. And so I'm going to flip the camera down here as soon as I have it pulled up. and we are going to put 60 in for it and see who won a door prize. And we're going to actually do 2 because with 60 people, we need to have 2 people win. That's how I feel about it. All right, so let me flip this back down, you guys, and we're going to put 60 in here, and we're going to hit the word generate. Get me out of the way. All right. 29. All right, so 29 is Susan Warmley. All right, Susan, good job. You are a lucky winner. I'm going to hit generate again. Number 42 is Sandy Wicklander. Awesome sauce. Okay, so we have Susan Warmley and Sandy Wicklander won the door prize drawings for the class. So that's great. All right. So congratulations to those lucky ladies. All right, now we're going to pull up, you guys, I'm going to announce everything except for the top fan. I forgot to pull the top fan names. So Linda Hall just signed up. Oh, so Linda Hall, I'll add your name to the list already. And it didn't go high to the numbers. So, but I'll put you as number 61, Linda Hall. All right, so we got Linda. I wrote you down. Okay, then we have top fan, you guys. I'll pull the top fan names before I knew. So I won't announce tonight who the top fan winners are, but when you guys see the winners post, I'll have them included in that. So we have the monthly creative challenge. The monthly creative challenge is always, I'll show you where you guys can find it. It's in my Facebook, Cards by Christine page. So you have to go to Facebook, and I always have a challenges post pinned at the top. It's not where you actually do it, but this is both of them in here. So you can see it's right at the top here with the showcase video is always here at the top. When you click see more, it has 2 links. And what you need to do is put your cards in these links. So the monthly creative challenge for the month of that's coming up is Easter, Spring, and Thank You. And when you click on it, you can see that a couple people have already, Jenny Knutson and Anna Rebedu, Kathy Jackson have already put some of their cards in here for the challenge. And they say, Easter, so you have to call out, so Easter theme using Easter Bunny stamp set. So there's a couple different rules. And it says it in here that, what the theme is and that you got to call out the stamp set, 1 current Stampin' Up! Stamp. Oh my gosh, my phone is almost dead. So let's fix that really quick. There. All right. See, I was prepared that time, 14%. And then this is where you can also find the class card challenge, which is if you've taken a class with me in February or March, you can post your pictures. So like Deanne put her Delicate Desert. Frances Rodriguez put her Sale-a-bration Hoorah Rah. Deanne did Queen Bee. She did her Queen Bee already. Look at that. Awesome. And then she did Fancy Flora. So you guys, the one thing I love for you, here's the card in case you were wondering for Mystery Card Night. That was Mystery Card Night. That was the card that I'm going to share in the event so you guys can see it. So I love to see that you guys are working on the cards for the classes that you get from me and not sitting in the corner somewhere collecting dust, right? So that's where you can always find the challenges. It says challenges and you click on either of those links and it takes you into it. So for February, it was St. Patty's Day, spring, or birthday, plus try a fun fold or a technique. That would be really cool. So we had Jean Maxwell, Sherry Pyre, Ann Bellinger, Stacey Burns, Anna Rebedu, Tracy Swords, Jenny Knutson, and Joan Gordon. So we had 8 people. So I will put 8 in here and hit the word generate. 8 in. It's Joan Gordon. Awesome, Joan. Congratulations. You're the winner there. For the class card challenge, it looks like I saw 10 different people that put their class cards in. And we're going to hit the word generate. And it's number 9, Susie Stocks. I think you're still watching, Susie. So you won that. Again, you guys, I'll pull 3 top fan winners. I completely got distracted with my electrician calling me at 4:45 and then the other electrician calling me at 5:45. So I forgot to pull that. So I do a showcase. So you guys saw that out here as well, that there's a showcase, and I don't have February's pinned up here anymore because now we have March's pinned. But I have a VIP group as well. And if you are a customer to me where you've bought product, or if you're on my team, or if you're a customer who has taken a product-based class, then I have a VIP group that you can be a part of. And you guys, if in case you're wondering, I just created albums for, I'm putting all my swap cards in here. And I don't know if it's in the photos section or where it is exactly, but I just uploaded every one of the annual catalog swap cards that I've gotten. And they're in a section I created it called albums. And I wonder if it's under featured. Nope, I don't think so. But they're out here they're out here somewhere. And I thought it was under the photos section, but it's not looking like it's in the photos section. There's files, and I don't think it's there. Reels, I don't do reels. If anybody finds, up here, I bet. Here it goes. Albums. There it is, albums. So one of the perks, you guys, I just uploaded all 163 photos of all the annual catalog swap cards that I had. And so people that are in this VIP group have access to look at these cards. They're all swap cards, you guys. They are not cards I personally made. They're all watermarked with the Stampin' Up! Logo because they are using Stampin' Up! Product. But these are swap cards that I've gotten. We photographed them, and now I'm going to create an album for the mini catalog as well, and also for sale-a-bration, you guys. So that's one of the perks that is going to be part of this VIP group is you have the pictures of all of my swap cards that I do. So in here, you guys, I do a what's coming up next month, and those people that share it get their name in on the drawing here. So you can see there's lots of people who commented. If you share my video and comment that you share it, I put your name in for a drawing. So that's how this comes out, that I have 25 people that are on this list, that I pulled everybody's name, and we're going to put 25 and hit the word generate and see who wins. Now, what this person wins is a half off bundle with me. It used to be the featured sweet bundle, but I switched it because sometimes people have that bundle already. So like in the past, Penny Powell won in December and she picked Joyful Flurry. Stacy Burns won and she picked Cottage Wreaths. And so I have extra bundles that I have in my arsenal or my vault, and I give people the option of picking one of them that they don't have versus telling them, oh, that's this one. So that's what we're drawing for now, is somebody from the VIP group to win a half off bundle. All right, so 25 people. I'm going to click the word generate. Number 15 is Bonnie Lesbrance. So yay, Bonnie. She will be excited to see that. Awesome. Okay, so now what we have, you guys, is the mystery card night. So you guys, a week ago tonight was the mystery card night. We made an explosion card. We did determine that I forgot about it in the beginning of the live, but we figured it out later. We did determine that was the card. I'm going to see if I can find a picture of it. It was the flowers with crumb cake and blue on the outside and then explosion on the inside. And I will go out and post the card in the event as well. Here I have it right here. So I can show you, I didn't bring the card with me tonight, but I have a picture of the card. It looked like this. So if you watch Sale-a-bration Hoorah Rah, you saw me make this card, and then that's what the inside of the card looks like. So that was Mystery Card Night. So you guys, there were 49 people who submitted cards. And so I will go to random number generator, and we are going to put 49 in here, and we're going to pick two winners. Number 18, Jenny Knutson. She will win a prize, and I'm going to hit generate again. Number 30 is Carmen Sanders. Awesome. All right. So Jenny Knutson and Carmen Sanders, I know you guys have taken classes with me. So I think, Carmen, you have By the Bay coming, so I'll be able to put a prize in with yours. Joan Gordon, I don't know if I personally know you. In order to send you a prize, I will need your address. But Susie Stocks, I know you. And Bonnie, you're local to me. And Jenny, you've also won stuff. So I have your addresses. So I think it comes down to Joan Gordon that I need Joan's address. So if anybody knows Joan, I need her to know that she won. I'll put it in the winner's post. But if people don't get back to me with their addresses and they're new to me, I don't know where to send stuff to. So, all right. So yay, we had a bunch of winners, you guys. So congratulations. We have here, it's going to say Susan Wormley and Sandy Wicklander won the door prizes from Queen Bee. Joan Gordon won the monthly creative challenge. Susie Stocks won the class card challenge. Bonnie Lesbrance was the VIP group. And then Jenny Knutson and Carmen Sanders were from Mystery Card Night. Now, I have a shopping spree board right in front of me. I'm going to see if I can flip this around. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, look at that right there. Not to show everybody Diane's house, but Okay, so there's the shopping spree board right there, okay? So now you can see it right there. It's right there. You got everybody's names. I'm going to flip this back, and I can see right in front of me whose number is what name. So I want to do this drawing tonight as well because I need to put another set of numbers on the board. So you guys, I don't do a random number generator with this. I have all these I've been doing this for 5 years with this little baggie with these little numbers. So round and round we go. Drum roll, please. All right, we're gonna pick a winner, chicken dinner. And then I'll flip the camera around one more time. But let's see here. Oh my gosh, number 1. All right, you guys, number 1. All it takes is 1 to win. And that's like the second time number 1 has won. So we're gonna flip this. I'm gonna put this back. You guys, oh, I did it wrong. Hang on, flipping this way. One moment. Number 1, you guys can see it right there. Denise Paulo. All right, Denise, you are the lucky winner of a $25 gift certificate from me. That gift certificate is good for product, okay? So you'd have to place an order with me, and what happens is it operates like if you have a Menards near you, it's like a rebate. So once you place an order, I give you a rebate of $25, and you can use that. And you can get it from cash or check, or I can send you that electronically. But what happens is you have to place an order to use the $25 gift certificate. So, yeah, and using the host code. So awesome. All right. I think we did pretty good, you guys. I know it's like almost 9 o'clock, but that's what happens sometimes when we do ink, paper, scissors, because it is cutting paper in the beginning. It's been a while since we did a live. I had to catch you up on a lot of things. So, but we did good. Let's see, make sure that we're still good. Okay. All right. So it was Denise Paulo. I'm going to write Denise's name on here. So we got Denise. It's so weird to have it in front of me instead of behind me. All right. So Denise won the drawing. So I am going to I'm going to do everything I can to get back here tomorrow to do the wreath of blooms. Knowing that this works now, we're going to do the wreath of blooms hopefully tomorrow. That is my goal, to keep that one on track. I don't know what time, you guys. Honestly, I don't know. I'm going to coordinate that with Diane. And then by then I'll also have the gnomes cards for surely finished. I'm also planning to have that last favored flowers done, and so that you guys can see the complete class. So that's my goal, is to get that stuff done first in the morning, and then come with some finished cards and do the wreath kit with you guys. We're not done. Okay, I have 10 cards to give away. So you guys, a couple weeks ago, I got all caught up on my cards that needed to go out to people that were winners. So when you comment on here, I can see it, and then what I do is I draw winners to get the cards that I make in class. And you guys, I got so backed up on it that I just needed to let it be for a little bit. And so all these cards have been now piling up, and I went back to the videos and I was able to draw names. And so I'm going to announce some names of winners that have got some cards coming now this way. All right. So you guys, if you missed these classes, just know you can watch them at any point. You can always go back. This was the Joyful Flurry ink, paper, scissors. You betcha, Cindy. So Abigail, I bet that you're Vonda, right? Vonda Saya. All right. So Joyful Flurry, in case you missed it, this class was back in late December. So drum roll, you guys. All right. Winner, chicken dinner of this card right here goes to Sue Speakner. Congratulations to Sue. I have your address. I know where to send it. This one goes to Melody Miller from Ohio. I know where you live. Well, I don't know personally, but I have your address. Purplelicious goes to Barbara Shapinas. Or Shapines or Shapines. I'm not quite sure how to say your last name, but it's Shupenes. So Barbara, I don't have your address. I will need it if you want this beautiful card. And this last card goes to, oh my goodness, Carmen Sanders. Lucky girl tonight, Carmen. All right, Carmen, I have your address. All right, so then these, you guys, this was a Stamp-a-Stack with the Ringed with Nature suite of products, basically. Well, it wasn't a suite, but the paper from sale-a-bration, and then also the stamp set got used. So you guys, this was from early January, first live that I did in January. I think it was January 3rd. So in case you missed it, you can always go back and watch. Mary Carls, whose phone just died. So she may or may not see this, but I have a card for Mary Carls from Jericho, Wisconsin. Da-da-da. This one goes to Christy Warren from Oregon. Yay, Christy. Da-da-da. This one goes to Barbara Rudolph. So Barbara, lucky duck girl, you got a card coming. The Thinking of You one that looks like this goes to Kimberly Cronauer. Kimberly, I'm not sure if you're still watching, but you won a card. Yay. Da-da-da. This card goes to, I like this one with the windows, Miss Stacy Ray from Wisconsin, Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. Congratulations, Stacy. And last for tonight for cards, you guys, I have this beauty, and it goes to Miss Cindy Hutchings. Yay! Woo, you guys, so we're back on track. We're going to work our way through the pile. So every class, I'm going to try to have 2 classes worth to to give out to winners so that we get caught back up on not having all of those backlog of cards. So there you go. We did it, I think. I didn't think I forgot anything. I don't think so. It's always like look around and see what I forgot. So I think that might be everything. In case you guys need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. You can always email me, call me, text me, send me a pigeon or a dove if you need to, or snail mail, however you need to. If you need to get signed up for classes, the easiest way is always just to reach out to me too. I just need to get you guys, if you saw that purple book, that's all I do. I write it down in that purple book. It's my Bible for keeping track of classes for people. I need to get you in the book, and then we can always figure out if you pay for it or place an order to get it for free, however it works for the class. Just getting your name on there helps me to forecast how many card kits to make, or lets me know if once I run out of classes. If you're ever wondering about past classes with me, just always go to the end of my schedule at cardsbychrisb.com. That schedule, in case you're wondering, hi Jody Storman, that schedule, if you go to my website, in case you guys don't know this too, I like to always remind people or share this with you guys for the first time. If you go to my website, which is cardsbychrisb.com, if you go to the blog and news, newsletters and files, there is the Cards by Christine April through March of 2023 schedule, and then the 2023 schedule. I just updated this because I had to change a mystery night in June because I'm going with my friend on her family vacation. But on the back end of each of these schedules, when you open them up, it's a PDF. You could print it at home. Just know it's always up to date, like for the most part. But if you go to the very tail end of the document, past classes right here. So it's got a section here for past classes. So in case you're ever wondering, like, what do I have available from the past? I have the day and the time and like how many kits I have left. And so I just cleaned out, I think it was awesome. I cleaned out about 3 different classes in the last couple weeks that I no longer have any kits left for them. So I always love cleaning out a class, right? But it's always nice to have some past classes available for people in case they don't want anything that's coming up in the future. They could always pick a potential past class. So, and I just realized that the back end of that didn't print so good. But anyways, all good. So just in case you guys, that's where that's at. Because I do get people asking, well, where are your past classes? That's where I keep them. So, oh, Mary says, thanks for a great class. Well, I'm glad it went off pretty much without a hitch. I think for the first 10 minutes of it, I was really worried, you guys, with the buffering every minute or so, but it cleared itself up and it got used to what was happening and everything went great. So, yay, my smiling face. Glad it worked out. Me too. You know, thank goodness I have a place Diane here that I can, I told her I was squatting for a little while. So, and again, you guys, just a reminder, my internet guy does come on, not my internet, my electrician is coming, the one that helped me set up everything. He's coming on Wednesday morning at 9. So lots of prayers and good thoughts that we can get it all situated so that we're back on track for Thursday night with the celebration. Cool. You guys, I know it took 3 hours. I haven't really drank any water and I'm really thirsty. So, and I got to get out of Diane's hair. So, and her husband's probably like, yeah, let's get on with the night. So I am very happy though we could do this, you guys. It was really good. You guys were probably not used to not having a cat running around in the background. So that was good too. Tigger has some peace and quiet. All right, you guys, lots of sunshine, love, and hugs to you. I think because of how delayed this video is, I do not want to risk it cutting out early. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to count to probably 30 seconds and then end it. I do know that it has this tendency to cut out early. And it's usually within the first 5 seconds. It always cuts out at some point. But I can watch right now on my phone and it's only showing me doing the drawing from monthly card challenge. And so I'm way ahead of it. So I'm going to count to that. And then I'm also going to maybe like just pause for a moment and I'm going to listen to, I think I hear Diane's listening to it in the other room. I'm going to see where it's at and go from there. Diane, where is it at? Can you hear me? I think I just heard myself. I don't want it to cut out. So it's not that far behind. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to say sunshine, love, and hugs to you. Have a good night. I'll probably catch you tomorrow at some point for the Wreath of Blooms class, which is going to be great. And you guys, have a good night, right? So thanks for sticking with me tonight. I greatly appreciate you guys. All right. I'm going to count to maybe 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. When I start counting, let me know. There it is. When I start counting, then it's pretty much done. Yeah, you guys, so Diane's listening in the other room, and so I could hear myself kind of seeing where I'm at, and it's just like, I'm done. But if I end it right now, what happens is it kind of has a tendency to cut the video out early as well. So you guys, this is all like, you guys can like already sign off if you want to, but it's interesting, like the timing of this all. So, all right. Oh, it's at 8. Okay. I'm